Oh. Dun, 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 dun. Wait a minute. Hold on, we missing something. Go back. Oh, they all lying. Then why the hell they didn't say the chat for? Why are they giving me chat for just Twitch and YouTube? Hmm. Let me look at something. Let me live. Let's refresh that. Yeah. Let me see. Let's refresh that too. Okay. All right. This is weird. Very, very, very weird. Weird, 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 weird. Oh, actually, hold on. Let me see if I can get it. I get it on my other phone. Because I haven't been getting notifications on this phone. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. If not, we're going to pull it up here. Uh, like, just like the thing. Just like the thing. Just like the game. There you go. All right, very good. Very good. All right, we live. Full effect. No, I'm stop. Um, so yes, I missed out on yesterday. Didn't feel good. So that was one. Two, I have a lot. A lot. When I mean we got a lot of trailers to look at, a lot of stuff. Yeah. I was supposed to stream Gamescom and then it dawned on me, not gonna lie to you, Gamescom is kind of fucking boring. And when I watched Gamescom, it was like, yeah. And I'm watching this shit by myself. So this wasn't really gonna help me. No chance at all. So I was like, nah. So I had to do something important. I left. I kind of like got rid of the footage. So I gave you a recap of Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw really wasn't nothing fucking special. Um, Naomi relinquished her fucking title to relinquish her title. She's pregnant. That's why she had to let go of her title. I'm pretty sure you all know that's what that was. Um, Monday Night Raw was kind of boring, but what wasn't boring was AEW. Dynamite was awesome. Not gonna lie to you, it's actually pretty good. And we're kicking it off with a with Will Ospreay coming out, and he cut a promo. So his promo basically was stating that he needed to get medically cleared, and he's not medically clear, and he's also taking time away. So basically this cage lights out cage match that's supposed to be happening at Forbidden Door this Sunday um is going to technically be a unsanctioned match. So I think I have the card lineup. I think I can find that. I think I have the card lineup. I'm not too for sure for AEW, but I'll probably, if I don't have it, we'll go over it tomorrow. So we'll look at it and we'll go over it tomorrow. But yeah, so he's not medically cleared to wrestle, but lights out is an unsanctioned match. So 9 times out of 10, you'll see some big spots, and then you'll start seeing wrestlers just lack around. So it's gonna be a certain people carrying the match. On to that, we had an amazing trios match: the Death Riders versus uh, the Ace Tanahashi and Jet Speed. Damn, I forgot what his name was. I forgot the names. Uh, Yeah, Speedball Mike Bailey and Kevin Knight. Yeah, just beat. So yeah, it was a great match, and then it was just none but commotion. None but commotion. The ops came out there. Gabe Kidd and his crew came out there. Darby came out there. It's amazing. Dynamite kicked off with a bang. Awesome. So uh then we went into, let's see what we got here. Then we went down to MJF, Hangman Adam Page, they recapped it. Um just do a little recap. And then it went back to Edge and Christian, or Cope and Christian Cage, Adam Copeland and Christian Cage. Basically 9 times out of 10 trying to amends and whatever. They cut a little promo. I feel like Christian Cage kind of wants to still be a heel. I'm not gonna lie, Christian is a better heel, and his run as the patriarchy was actually pretty good. I think if Copeland came a little earlier before he had turned into this guy, I think it would be better. But I like Christian Cage as a heel, but you know they're turning it again for this FTR thing that's supposed to be happening. So Nick Wayne got injured. So in replacement was a returning Luchasaurus. Good to see that brother back. The last time we heard of Luchasaurus, he was out with leukemia. Not leukemia. With what is it? Pneumonia. Pneumonia. He was out with pneumonia, and he was like fighting for his life last year, and it was like, man, it was sickening. And I was like, pray to that man to get well and get better. And I was like, he came back at a perfect time. So I was like, ooh, loved it. Loved it. Really good, really good. So good to see him back in AEW. So then now we might see Jack Perry come back pretty soon. Yeah, they all cut a promo, and then Luchasaurus came out with Kip Sabian, and they started to brawl with Copeland and Cage, Christian Cage, and that led into my other segment, the World Tag Team Finals Tournament. So this was an absolute banger. FTR versus Brodito, Brody King and Bandito. This ended it into a fucking draw. And I started to see it when they started to count down the time. And it's like, you have 5 minutes left. And I was like, oh, this is going into a draw. So at Forbidden Door, the Hurt Syndicate will be facing Brody King and Bandito and FTR for the tag team titles at Forbidden Door, which is dope. That's pretty good. It's pretty good, pretty good. I like this match. This match was awesome. Then MJF, Heyman Adam Page came out, cut a promo, and then MJF went and basically started to talk to what was it? They had a conversation. MJF had a conversation with Ricochet and the Gates of Agony. Then earlier in the night, what's the name still had a problem with what's his name? Damn it, I can't think of it. Uh oh fuck, I can't think of it. What is his name? They're gonna have to say it for me. Mark Briscoe. There you go. Mark Briscoe still had he had an issue with MJF, and he was looking for him. So that culminated into the Gates of Agony and Ricochet and MJF tying up Mark Briscoe and pouring gasoline and threatening to lit him on fire towards Adam Page for a world title match. To change stipulation so he can still keep his contract instead of him, holding on to the contract. He forced him to give him a title against Mark Briscoe. So I was like, oh, okay. So that was a segment. And then the main event, Timeless Tony Storm and Alex Winslow versus Athena and Mercedes Moné. This main event was actually awesome. That was actually pretty good. Uh, really, really pretty good. Enjoyed the main event, and Athena won. She pinned Alex Winsler. Tony Storm got bumped on her head on the steel steps and was laid out. So, and then Mercedes Moné was taunting one of the challengers for her TBS title that's going to be at Forbidden Door. One of the ladies from CMLL. And then they had this other chick that's going to be wrestling at Stardom. She looked big as shit. So we'll see what that's going to like. I'm going to be here for the recap. So it's gonna be a good recap for what's the name. So the overall show was great. It was excited. It's way better than fucking Monday Night Raw. I'm sorry. Um, sad part. The sad part. Pray for me. I got to watch this SmackDown tonight. Oh my god. Oh, I have to watch SmackDown tonight. I don't want to watch SmackDown tonight, but I have to continue on this week of watching wrestling without putting it to the side. Pray for me. I just pray for me because I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I don't know if I'm gonna motherfucking make it, bro. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna make it, man. SmackDown don't look too good, bro. It don't look too promising. John Cena's supposed to return tonight, but I was like, that ain't helping me at all. Not one goddamn bit. Because after he is gone, that show is still gonna be tragic. But speaking to WWE, we have some interesting WWE bullshit news. So, Clash in Paris will be the last, I repeat, the last PLE that will be shown on Peacock. So, yes, and here's the reason why. So, Peacock has worked out a deal with WWE to include a main roster program. Oh, wait, that's not that. Is it this one? This one. There you go. So ESPN has officially announced the PLE debut on ESPN will be on September 20th, which that turns into, we'll get into that. But um what does that leave for Peacock? So, as we sum up these two stories, Clash in Paris will be the last pay-per-view that's going to be on Peacock. And in September, um a new pay-per-view that'll be announced, which I have it, that's going to go head to head with, how should I say this? It will be going head to head with All Out on September 20th. We'll get into what the name of the pay-per-view is and we'll discuss about that soon. But from here on out, they starting the PLEs a little early. So basically after Clash in Paris, pretty much all the PLEs is gonna be on ESPN. So and it was funny because I turned on my TV yesterday and I saw like them advertising the ESPN app, and I was like, wow. So that shit's going through. After I heard that news the day before. So yeah, that's gonna be happening. But what does that make for Peacock? Well, here's the thing. Peacock will still get certain portions of the library of WWE, and it will get Saturday night's main event until they're completely out of Peacock, basically. The reason why the next pay-per-view that'll be coming in September will be on Peacock, I mean on ESPN, is because WWE has pretty much came up. WWE has done enough PLEs for fulfilled that they fulfilled their requirement for Peacock's PLEs. So they've done enough PLEs this year to get them out of their deal, and That way they can start the ESPN deal early. So that's what leads into this this so Russell Palooza will be the PLE that will be pretty much going head to head with All Out on September the 20th. So it's going to be a new PLE that's going to be going head to head with All Out. Rumors of that PLE is supposed to be surrounding this man right here, this retiring Agent Stone. This the GOAT himself, John Cena, will be feuding with Brock Lesnar. So after Clash in Paris, we'll start seeing maybe a build all the way up until September 20th for Clash in Paris. But I have a very high suspicion doubt that that ain't finna happen. I think they're gonna 1 week shot that shit, and they're gonna expect people to just show up because Brock Lesnar is Brock fucking Lesnar, and it's like, oh, you fuckers think his name is going to fucking sell? You're crazy. But to all the people who still have Peacock, like myself, that signed that 1 year deal, I'm not upset with it now because I get to look at the NBA season all the way up till next year. So, because the NBA games, the NBA schedule is going to be on Peacock. So, I think the NBA schedule is going to be on Peacock next year. I mean, this year, this coming season. So, there's going to be a lot of NBA games on there, as well as ESPN and as well as Amazon Prime. So I will see where these games fall in at on the schedule. So I'll probably keep it up. I have my the phone. Once the NBA season starts and the preseason starts, we'll start seeing what games is going to be on and what's what and shit like that. But yes, WrestlePalooza will be the pretty much the PLA that's going to head with AEW September 20th. Now, um, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not really gonna care about fucking WrestlePalooza because I already know what WWE is gonna do. They tried it the last time and it didn't work out. They kind of failed because Saturday Night Main Event wasn't great. It wasn't good, and then they tried to do they did an NXT, and shout out to Ricky Starks and Ethan Allen Page. I think that was the only good match about that whole show. Cause I heard a little ruffle under the feathers that a contract signing was a very frustrating thing that I heard. But you know, hey, it is what it is. Um, I'm going to look forward to AEW because I know what AEW is. Monday Night Raw, as you can see, Monday Night Raw it was very disappointing. Um, fucking um, what else was disappointing? Um, what's the name was very disappointing as well. SmackDown is disappointing, and I gotta watch SmackDown tonight again. That's gonna even be more disappointing. So, um, like I said, man, AEW has been AEW. I'm looking forward to AEW. I'm looking forward to seeing what AEW is gonna do on September 20th. And should AEW worry about WWE? No. Now, if you're a fan, and if you're a huge fan, and all of that, should you be worried about, oh, can I look at both and want to, hey, that's for you. If you still want to watch both in hand, cool. Me personally, I'll tune in to see what WrestlePalooza is, but 9 times out of 10 my priority focus is going to be AEW All Out. Literally. uh all right. Let's see what else we got. All right. So I got some bad news, and then we're gonna kick off these trailers. But I got some bad news. Bad news. As you can see, Sony has decided to raise their prices by 50% on all three of their consoles right now. So currently, if you are a PlayStation member, or if you're a person that buys PlayStation, or if you're a casual person that wants to just buy a PlayStation, or if you're a PS4 person, which I don't really care. Um, yeah, you gotta look forward to spending 50 more extra dollars. Um, so the PS5 with the disc is gonna be for $549, which is gonna be $50, which is gonna be probably like $560 with tax. Um, Same thing goes with the digital edition. PS5 is gonna be like four something. I mean five something with tax, and then the PlayStation 5 Pro. Man, that thing. Man, that thing. Now, Sony did release a statement on why they raised their prices. Let's see what they said. This is the statement that they have said. This is better be. This is Sony, right? Yeah. A similar thing. Similar to many it's, similar to many global businesses, we continue to navigate a challenging economic environment. As a result, as a result, we've made the difficult decision to increase the recommended retail prices for PlayStation 5 consoles in the US starting on August 21st. So, yes, if you woke up and you wanted to go buy a PlayStation, 9 times out of 10, and you thought, oh man, all I needed was $500 to get this PlayStation or $450 for this PlayStation Pro. I'm sad to say that prices are. Or if you're looking forward to getting one, and now I'm like, now you got to go out there and save some more money. You know what I'm saying? Now GameStop is running a little bullshit ass promotion that ends tomorrow. I'm not really mentioning that because it was kind of garbage. Anyway, back to the statement that PlayStation has said. The update recommended retail prices for PlayStation 5 in the US are as follow. Basically, we went over this on the last one. The recommended retail prices for the PlayStation 5 accessories remains unchanged and will have no other price changes to announce for additional markets. That's for now. They might not say that's for now, but that is for now. We don't know. You just pretty much jacked up 50 prices for 50. You just threw in $50 for some shit that nobody. And then according to little birdie, this thing struggles on certain video games. Now, there's a game, if you're living in the gaming space today and you've been waking up this morning, you'll start seeing a lot of content creators. One hand, they've been showing off NBA 2K 26 content creators that went out last week that had an exclusive exclusive event at Community Day. Now the content creators are uploading their content with that. Also, the embargo lift for reviews for Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater is available now. So if you see those reviews and those remarks, you'll start seeing a lot of the gameplay. So what I did is I took a look at Digital Foundry's um Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, excuse me. The Metal Gear Solid game, whatever. So the new Metal Gear Solid 3 remake, 'cause that's what we're gonna stick with. I took Digital Foundry and I looked at one of their videos, and basically what they said was this little machine right here, there is no performance option. There's no like option to change. So it's either performance or so on like the base PS5, you get either a performance or you get a quality mode on base PS5 in order to get the best possible. Now, in certain instances, the game barely runs at 60 frames per second on that game. So on those consoles. So now with the PS5 Pro, that barely runs at 60 frames per second. So in certain instances, you're going to see your quality start to dip down. So now it kind of makes me question what is it going to do for something like Gosayete. But then I can't really say that because the quality on that, like when PlayStation released their PlayStation exclusive games, they built it for that. For some odd reason, in development for exclusive games, they like to release the final code to PlayStation instead of duplicating and reinsuring that the PlayStation code is pretty much. So I know it takes time, but I feel like they need to start doing it when they that way the final code can go to PC. You have like three codes basically. You got a duplicate of three copies of a code. So you have a PlayStation code and then you have a PC code. Instead of you releasing the final code to PlayStation and then they have to port their fucking thing into PC, that's why you start seeing all the bugs and shit on PC when you see it in the ports. Instead of doing that, just duplicate a fucking code and then release it to fucking PlayStation. And that way the PlayStation version will have the code. It's the same fucking code, you duplicating it. You're just doubling the code and you're duplicating it and you're putting it on here. There's our copy. This is this copy. This is the copy that we built on PlayStation with the PlayStation dev kit through PC. So that's the copy that we're going to keep. We're going to duplicate that, push it out for PlayStation, and we're going to keep this copy, work on it, and then we're going to duplicate this version and make it PC and market PC, and then release it to PC. So it'll be the same fucking thing, but it won't have all the bugs and issues. Because porting and porting is really fucked up. It comes down to a molecular structure of scheduling. But back to what I was saying. PlayStation, not gonna lie to you, we don't believe you if you do raise your accessories. Because remember, Xbox raised their prices on their accessories. They raised their price on everything, accessories. What is it? It was like accessories, the consoles, everything went up. So the Xbox look crazy, and then eventually now Nintendo's probably not gonna be Nintendo might be the only one that's gonna Nintendo might be the person that's gonna join them next year with their Switch 2 going up. So all in all, man, all I can say is, man, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't know what to tell you. But I have some good news. I got some trailers so you guys can look forward to for games that's coming out later on this year and next year in 2026. Let's begin our Gamescom coverage. Now, I'm not going to lie. There are certain things that I'm probably going to skip over. You know what I'm saying? We might skim it over or so, but we're gonna do our best. We're gonna do our best to watch some Gamescom coverage. We're gonna try. So let's start with Indiana Jones, baby.
What do you know about the legend of the Nameless Crusader?
Fierce warrior. Fought in the siege of Antioch, 1097 AD. Very tall, like a giant.
Pope Paul IV had an item of this crusader in his possession, his helmet.
Well, I'll tell you what. If I see the helmet, I'll leave it exactly as I found it. Sound good? Oops. Giant guardians. Their roots go way, way back. Worshipped by the Mithras cult.
I can't believe you dare to investigate this.
Impressive for a snake. says semper vivus. Always living. Not dead. He's not in a tomb.
So the DLC comes out September 4th, and then this comes out to the Switch in 2026. The whole Indiana Jones is coming out to Nintendo Switch in 2026. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not a huge fan. And here's the funny thing: I did play the Indiana Jones. I started playing it, but then I didn't like it because it was like I'm not a huge first person guy for action and adventure. I it just I don't know. Oh, and then the mapping. Oh, I didn't like that map shit either. The map on that thing was annoying. Well, I definitely was like I definitely wasn't liking that. So it'd probably be one of those games where I have to sit down and just watch it. But other than that, bro, not gonna hold you. It's a pass. But it look good though. Look good. Look good. If you're excited, you're excited for the DLC. You played the first game. DLC's coming out in September. You got something to look forward to. All right, next game.
Commander.
Oh, they got my man in there, boy.
Improvise. You see my new toy?
Liar, liar! Zombie on fire!
Oopsie.
They're wrecking our ride!
Could use some help now.
I need some first. Can you all please cover me?
Whatever works.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. I don't care about this. Yeah, once I saw it says zombie games, I was just like, all right, whatever. It doesn't really do anything. Um, all right.
Brother! Help me! You ain't even trying! It's on me!
So this is a CGI trailer for the new Black Myth. Black Myth is a series. Wukong was the first iteration. I think Zongku is the next. So a lot of people were like wondering like what about the Black Myth Wukong DLC? I think they were trying to do a DLC, but I think what ended up happening was the fact that um the guy, the director, not the director, the developer or whatever, that worked on that developed this game, he went out he made a statement last year when he went to the game awards last year, and he was kind of like disappointed that he didn't win game of the year. I forgot who won the game. Oh, Astro, what's the name? Won game of the year. So, but he should have took it as a acknowledgement because a lot of games don't really get announced for game of the year, and he was kind of upset to the fact that they brought him out. And I guess maybe the way how he felt was someone told him that he was going to win game of the year, and then they kind of pivot last minute. So that's what led into that statement because they do have that at award shows that they'll run around and they'll tell producers like, "Oh, you're gonna win this, and you're gonna win it," and then they'll change it at the last minute. So that's why celebrities, when you see celebrities not come up at like these BT, MTV, or anything, they don't come unless they're actually guaranteed a win. So there goes some insight for that. When you see an award show next time, you wonder why your favorite artist is not at these award shows. It's because they don't like getting misled and they don't like coming out there. But sometimes they should just come out there just to be, acknowledgeable. Um, I'm not gonna lie. Should it won game of the year? I gotta look at what was competing against that year. But should it won game of the year? It probably should have, because Astrobot wasn't really. It was a platformer. Come on now. Because if that was the case, then the damn tech demo for the PS5 that was free should have been game of the year. If that's the case, that didn't really resonate with people, and it didn't really sell well. It's a platformer. It was just a showcase for it was a PS5 tutorial to show you how to use your PS5 controller, and it had nothing but PlayStation Easter eggs. Then it turned into a game with more PlayStation affiliated Easter eggs. Come on now. And you really have a story. My homie kept convincing me this shit had a story. I was like, no, that shit did not have a story, bro. Now, did this game run well on PC on consoles? No. Did it run well on PC? Yes. Did it have its small issues and hiccups and all that stuff? Yes. Like having a map would have been nice. Um, Making it linear would have been a lot more better. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, everything else was fine. But like having a map would have been a big, big thing. At least you could have Resident Evil style that fucking map for me. I don't really care. Just not having a map was very annoying in that game. Exploration does not need to be a thing if you're going to do that.
Falling back, losing again.
Drop that Coswallop. Mast will take us back. As long as we keep that mountain in our heart.
Hey. You're scolding, you're flogging, life spared. Why risk going back? This place, we've got food on our table and... Look, they're coming for us.
Oni. It look good. It look good. Oh, hold on.
There's a special announcement. Game Science has announced and kicked off development of the second title in the Black Myth series, this time starring Zhong Kui, the ghost-catching god who wanders between hell and earth. This will once again be a single-player ARPG rooted in ancient Chinese myth and folklore. And don't worry, to those who love the Black Myth series, the westward journey won't end here either. It's been amazing.
So, therefore, this will be pretty much, it'll be just like Black Myth Wukong. You just get a new protagonist. And I believe this will probably be coming out in either 2026 or 2027. I think they're probably going to drop this in 2027. So it's probably gonna look real good and astonishing. I just hope you don't expect too much and just take what you can get, basically, and work on the improvements. Is all I want to say. So, all right, Go Soviete.
The end of the world is this only in our mind.
Are you going to give me a line?
Cannot wait for this game. This game will be dope. Amazingly dope. I really can't wait for this game to come out.
Swordsmith's daughter. I watched that tree burn. How did you escape?
Same way. I survived every battle. The thought of killing you.
Ah, man. It's gonna be a good game, man. It's gonna be amazing.
Ruthless spirits wandering the land, driven by vengeance. Sometimes I feel like that is what I am.
And tons. Yes. So we're returning in 2026. Legends will return in 2026. The co-op multiplayer Legends will return. So that's gonna be awesome. Hopefully they expanded on that and probably do some more. I you know, not gonna lie. I kind of have my like ups and downs about that though, because that game, the Legends game, kind of was like, kind of wasn't really. It basically it stripped away everything that you had with Jin Sakai in the main game, and then they just separated it with all the styles. Like they took all the styles of that character and they just made it into individual, and they gave them like you got new pieces, but I was just like, like why would I want to? Like I played it though. I played it with friends. It's good for friends. It's good with friends, but like I was saying to myself, I was like, why would I play this if I'm finna like why am I playing this shit if I'm sitting here doing the if I played the story, and then that shit came later. So I don't know. I don't know, man. We'll see. Because they doing it again with this, and then this is coming later. But like I said, I'm still looking forward to this game. Go Siete is gonna look dope. Um, I don't know how long. Um, I don't know if this is gonna get nominated for Game of the Year. I have no idea. I ain't gonna lie, man. It's a lot of stiff competition for Game of the Year this year. Uh, we gotta see, because I'm gonna say this right now. If Jeff Keighley puts some unknown game that no one has heard of, ain't nobody played, ain't nobody even looked at it and sniff it in that way, like something like Belantro. It was a card game. Now I get that it was a it's a good game, and it went up and people liked it, and people played it, and it was a very underrated game. But did it deserve to be nominated for Game of the Year? No. That's my opinion. No. So I have a funny feeling that he will throw some random ass game that no one heard of. It's probably a good game, and it's gonna get thrown in the Game of the Year just so it can get recognition for people to try it. I was like, oh, this is a Game of the Year game. Let me see what this is. I'm like, bro, no, I'm not doing that. We're not doing that. I said it's too much stiff competition and it's too much stiff competition coming out this year. Put the correct game of the year categories and caliber game of the year games in the game. Do not do that. This should be there. Expedition 33 should be there. Assassin's Creed Shadows should technically be there. And then it should be a couple of the Donkey Kong game definitely should be there. The Metal Gear Solid game, when I'm seeing a lot of tens coming up, even though it's a remake, it should be in there. But it's a remake. I don't think that's gonna be in there. It technically shouldn't be in there. It's a remake because it's nothing new. They didn't do nothing but just update the engine. So
Peggy 18.
all right, let me see what this
The
Warhammer
enemies
shit
of
is.
humanity across 1,000 worlds.
I'm gonna tell you right now. If this looked like a top-down game, I am literally quitting, getting the fuck up out of here.
No respite, no remorse, no mercy.
Where?
We are the wrath of the Emperor, his angels of death. But the Imperium lies broken, its armies scattered and reeling.
It's a top-down game. All right, I'm good. Get the fuck up out of here.
Guten Tag, Gamescom. Look at this. Tens of thousands.
Awesome. Cool. Let's get to the trailer. Skip your ass because I really don't want to hear you talk. Thank you.
And now, a trailer for the part of the game you'll remember more than the ending. The Companions. Let's skip the diplomacy.
Chemically enhancing your statistically unsafe lifestyle. This might sting a lot.
Ooh, an enemy. Son of a spread.
Be grateful you're not on fire.
And no, you can't sleep with them.
I'll say one thing. When it comes to this, I'll say this. This game would be nice if your protagonist had a voice, and that's the one of like one of my biggest conceptions with this shit. Your protagonist does not have a voice whatsoever. So that's what like really like irks me in so many ways. Like your protagonist doesn't have a voice whatsoever. All right, I'm gonna get in here. We're gonna close this. I'm gonna hold this up. All right, Ninja Gaiden.
Since ancient times, the Hayabusa and Raven ninja clans have fought to keep peace, with the Hayabusa clan in the spotlight. But your clan, the Raven clan, has always had a secret motive.
Oh,
Thanks. I owe you one, Hayabusa.
Expect heavy resistance from the DDO. We're all counting on you, Yakumo.
hack and slash is back, baby. It's back. I'm sorry. Fuck these Souls games, bro. I'm tired of these games being Souls games. I don't care. I don't care. I like there's some good ones out there, but I feel like it's too many of you niggas coming out and trying to be a wannabe Souls game mixed with some action. Be a Souls game or be an action game. Don't try to do both. It ain't going well for you. If you're gonna be an action game, be a hack and slasher. Please. This is a hack and slash. I don't want to see no fucking in between of wanting to be a hack and slash style Souls game. Like, fuck all that. Give me a hack and slash. You either do one or you do the fucking other. Don't do both, please. There's plenty of Soul games that are out there. that are decent and they're good. I have no interest in playing in them because they're boring. They have no fucking story for me. So I'm sorry. It's all about a boss rush for most people. That thrill of beating a Souls game and after you done sat there and spent like 6 and 7 hours. I don't got time for that. No, I don't have time to sit there and spend 6 and 7 hours on a fucking boss to get that exhilarating rush. Fuck out of here. I'm good. I'm good. You niggas like to live in the fucking 90s and the early 2000s when you had no choice but to do that shit. Nah.
Giacomo, just
Give me my hack and slash, baby.
Understood. Stop this madness. Stay away from the Dark Dragon Seal. Go back home to your little raven nest. Or die here.
If you truly think you have what it takes to slay the Dark Dragon, prove it.
The very fiend that resurrected the Dark Dragon years ago. Even a mortal such as yourself has heard of me? I'm sure. Die, insect.
Damn.
Please, don't kill him. The whole world's at stake.
Now, I'll say this. If this game wasn't coming out on Game Pass day one, I probably would have had to bought this like later on. But since this is coming out Game Pass day one, we'll be playing it on the 20th. Alright, let me see. Alright. Let's close that. Another hack and slash.
Where are my manners? Hello there, fallen samurai.
To think something like this was right under the city. What fearsome power! Be careful!
Oh, righteous! And after everything you and your awful kind put him through, too. Were you feeling left out? Here, let me show you something to cheer you up.
New ways controlling this lightning.
Hack and slash is back, baby. And I ain't never played this game.
I don't have time for these stupid games.
This shit.
I'm terribly sorry. Anyway, do enjoy.
Good. Speaking of what looks good, we got gameplay.
That's where we left off. Death can't stop us.
I wish it would stop you at least.
It's safe to say we're currently living through a golden age for swordplay games. Sekiro and Ghost of Tsushima lead a pack of accomplished duelers where every strike, lunge and parry feels supremely satisfying. Hoping to find a place among them is Onimusha Way of the Sword, Capcom's long-awaited return to a series slumbering since the PS2 days. And, based on a small sample I've been able to play at Gamescom 2025, I'd say its chances are looking very good indeed.
No challenge.
Set in a dark fantasy reimagining of Kyoto during the Edo period of Japan, Onimusha Way of the Sword has you take up the sharpened blades of Miyamoto Musashi, a swordsman sporting both the face of the late legendary actor Mihune Toshiro and a talking gauntlet that eats the souls of dead enemies.
The power of the Oni is within your eyes as well. It must have been awakened by the Dark Master.
What's that?
That second point is the more pertinent one. Fallen foes drop souls, represented by flames that float around the battlefield before being sucked up by your hungry jewelry. Right, before you get any wrong ideas, Onimusha may have souls, but it is absolutely not a Souls-like. On its default action difficulty setting,
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Death to all you want to be Souls games. Thank you.
Way of the Sword is not particularly punishing, at least not in this 30-minute demo, which admittedly does feel plucked from a very early stage in the story. It certainly requires skill to get the most out of its enjoyably flashy combat, but generous parry windows, a block that protects from all angles, and cushioned enemy attacks mean Onimusha seems on track to be one for all action fans, not just the FromSoft fanatics. And while I would have liked to have faced a steeper challenge in this demo, the foes I faced, especially the end of level boss, felt well judged.
That's your best.
I'm particularly impressed by how combat is built on a foundation of both health and stamina. Enemies are, of course, defeated by bottoming out their health bars, but each time you strike or deflect their attacks, you erode away their stamina bar. If that hits 0, the foe becomes exhausted, quite literally pausing to catch their breath. This is, of course, the perfect time to strike. A single button press triggers a Break Eason move that violently dismembers your target. The animations are gloriously extravagant and can be chained together if a couple of enemies have been exhausted at the same time.
So from the looks of it, this looks like it's gonna have a stamina bar as well. That's the one thing I hate about these games. Stamina bars in fucking action games are annoying, but whatever.
For regular enemies, breaking their stamina spells instant death, and because parries quickly exhaust fodder, you're rewarded for honing that skill. You take less damage and get to witness cool kills. I'm deeply amused by how you can deflect arrows back at archers who then, winded by their own projectile, stand around simply awaiting their fate of single-click decapitation. But things change when it comes to boss fights. The demo's final clash against the exuberant Sasaki Ganryu, a tall, gangly samurai powered up by his own gauntlet, is a much fiercer affair in which you'll deplete his stamina bar at least once before being able to deal the final blow. In this situation, an alternative version of Break Eason plots 2 marks on your target. Strike the red one, and you'll be rewarded with a burst of extra damage. Hit the purple to generate a bonus batch of souls.
Okay.
Would you just die?
Done having fun yet?
And that brings us back to souls. These flickering flames are color-coded. Red souls are used to purchase upgrades, while blue souls feed your Oni power gauge, which when full can be used to unleash special attacks. Yellow souls, meanwhile, are rarer and replenish your health. All 3 are vital, not just for their individual properties, but for how they form a cycle.
What could be more fun?
So will there be a parry system in this thing? That's what I want to know. Like, will there be like a nice little parry system? I see it has like a stamina bar and all this other extra good stuff, but would it be like a parry system where you can like parry the enemy when they attack and you can like go for some stuff?
For instance, in the demo, Musashi
Yeah, it look like we got a parry system. Cool.
She was equipped with the 2 Celestials, a twin dagger special weapon that reaps yellow souls from fallen enemies. It can only be used when the Oni power gauge is topped off. As it's a powerful attack that requires resources, it's sensible to use it against tougher opponents who, naturally, deal more damage. Killing such foes with the 2 Celestials basically refunds damage that you take thanks to the yellow souls the attack creates. And so there's the cycle. You kill foes to gain blue souls, which powers up the ability to use special attacks, which cause your enemy to drop yellow souls, which instantly heal you from the wounds sustained during that fight. It perhaps doesn't feel quite that elegant in game, but there's a clear system upon which battle thrives. There are other examples of that too. Successful parries generously build a diamond-shaped meter that eventually causes your blade to temporarily erupt with damage buffing blue
So you get a parry.
sparks. Hitting that
So you get a good parry. Nice. So having a parry system in this game might actually be a good thing. Let's see. Who is this Carter? He went over a lot of 2K new shit. I don't care.
Mark feels fantastic. The animation alone makes it feel as if the battle has been hit by a shot of adrenaline. But if you can continue a successful chain of deflects, you can sustain that buff seemingly indefinitely. It's another smart system that rewards consistent skill with your blade. It's only when I came to write this preview that I realised that Onimusha is very much a game about managing gauges and meters. You need to deplete health bars and stamina meters, build power gauges, and keep other buff providing vessels topped up. On paper, that may sound dull and overly mathematical for a game about supernatural samurai fighting through demon-infested feudal Japan.
Oh, so this little bar here, the red bar, is like your block gauge meter. It's your stamina, but you don't. So, because I was looking at it, I just saw him swing and try to swing. He doesn't use the stamina while swinging his sword. If you block, that's where the stuff starts taking effect, where the reds start disappearing when they start blocking, or you use your parrying or something like that. That's what it looks like.
But in practice, it works well. That's entirely down to the fact that the implement for juggling those meters, your sword, feels fantastic to wield.
Yeah.
The parry window may be wide, but the ringing clang of a deflect is supremely satisfying, especially because the subsequent counterattack animation is so extravagantly slick. Slicing through the amusingly gross regular Genma enemies, which range from mutant swordsmen to what I can only describe as demonic floating Furby heads, feels great, but it's the boss fight that really sold me on Onimusha's swordplay credentials. There's almost certainly a secret science to nailing the feel of when steel lands on steel, and Capcom has absolutely cracked that. There's an energetic flow each time the warriors' blades meet and push each other away. And while the duel against Ganryu doesn't feel destined to go down as an all-timer, it is ultimately too easy to enter those halls. I think it acts as a decent enough promise that, further into the campaign, there will be something that stands up to the very best of Ghosts of Tsushima. The Gamescom demo may have been short, little more than some winding paths and a boss fight in a temple, but it's more than enough to convince me that Onimusha Way of the Sword is built on rock-solid swordplay fundamentals. I'm genuinely excited to master them and take on its campaign's toughest challenges. But it's also made me curious about several other things. As a tutorial-styled section, the demo had no real exploration opportunities, so it's currently unclear what kind of scope the environments will work with. Then there's the story, which caught me off guard with its humour. There's hints of an amusingly rocky relationship between Musashi and the voice inside his Oni gauntlet.
To purify this temple, you'll need to find the source of this mission.
Right, Gauntlet Lady. Enough of that. If you're awake, I've got questions.
I refuse.
You listen here.
I won't answer. Questions or otherwise. To Gauntlet Lady.
And the pre-boss battle banter was just on the right side of goofy. I'm fascinated to see where Capcom has drawn the line between a dark samurai tale and sparky anime humour. But even if that line ultimately ends up drawing an uneven balance, I'm confident Onimusha's razor-sharp combat will more than make up for a few bad jokes.
So basically he's saying the what's the name doesn't look too influential, but like the game doesn't look too influential, but the gameplay looks intriguing, and it's basically intriguing enough. I'll judge the story on mine. You know, some you IG niggas don't know how to judge story. I'll judge the story on my own. But from what I'm looking at and how this looks dope. Looks amazing. And it's gonna be my first Onimusha game because I never played one of these games before. They've been around for years, but I never actually played them. When you're a kid and you play a certain type of demographic of video games. Now I tried a variety of games, but I always stuck to the fighting games. Not even the Call of Duty games. I stuck to the fighting games, the wrestling games, and just the popular games that came out at the time during the PS2 era and stuff. And just some good, interesting games. But Onimusha was just never one of those games that ever sold me. Outside of like Capcom games, I never really like outside of the Capcom, let's say like the Capcom esque. outside of the Capcom-esque games that are like out there, um, I don't really like for me personally. Let me see what they're gonna do. Ooh, no, just leave that alone. Outside of the Capcom games, right? I don't really for me personally, I don't really I never really played any other Capcom games. I knew of Onimusha. I knew of Resident Evil. I didn't like Resident Evil. So that was one of those games. I just didn't like that. I didn't like that shit. I think Resident Evil 4 probably fixed that, but I after 1, 2, and 3, I was like, yeah, I don't want to even touch Resident Evil. That camera work, that camera thing was just never a great thing for me to play. I never liked that camera shit for Resident Evil. It just was never good. On to the Call of Duty. Let's see what this is.
Black Ops 7 brings an all-new way to play the Call of Duty.
Wait, what is this? This behind the scenes? This is behind the scenes. I might as well watch the direct. All right, let's watch the direct. All right.
We're bringing something new to the table.
Oh, it's about to happen.
I think they're in for a nice surprise, yeah.
We're excited to finally talk about our brand new game, launching this year, Black Ops 7. This is a story we've been building for years, designed from the start to deepen the Black Ops universe. We're picking up the thread in 2035, a world shaped by the consequences of choices made long before. It's a future forged by fear.
We're always looking for new ways to one-up ourselves and push beyond what we've achieved before. And Black Ops 7 gives us the opportunity to take valuable player feedback and infuse it directly into our development to make this the best Black Ops experience.
Okay.
You'll be able to squad up with friends or play solo in a fresh and innovative co-op campaign.
Okay. Before we do that, let's open this up. Let me look for that. There you go. That's what we're looking for. This is a teaser. Let's look at this damn trailer. That's what I want to see.
They want you afraid. Fear makes you easier to control. It's time to wake up.
Your streets shall once
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna watch that direct because I don't care about the game.
Raul Menendez ignited global unrest on an unprecedented scale.
Menendez is a terrorist. We're bringing peace and security to the world.
He refuses to let me go. Stop looking backwards, Dayton. What matters is what we do next.
A lot of people counting on us for answers.
Inspector 1, report. Need a sit rep.
This isn't real.
The hell it ain't!
I'm sorry. You know, when they got the music, it's very hard to like. It's very hard to deal with that.
Killing the man is a hell of a lot easier than killing the idea.
You were never cut out to be a Mason.
No more games. This ends now.
So it's gonna be coming out on Game Pass.
Get the Reznov Challenge Pack when you pre-order now.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. And I said this. I needed Call of Duty to be good this year. I needed Call of Duty to be great this year. I needed Call of Duty to be exciting for people who are going to stick around and play that garbage this year. Unfortunately, what you're looking at is what people are not going to want to stick around for. Like, look at this. Like, this is and look, listen. I don't have a problem with none of this shit in the game, but this is what the community has been bitching about, and it started with the recent look of the Beavis and Butthead thing when that came in. I didn't have an issue with that game. Literally, I did not have an issue with that game whatsoever. The Beavis and Butthead shit was like wasn't really prevalent. It wasn't bothering me, Beavis and Butthead, right? I actually played Black Ops 6 when that event came around. I actually finished that battle pass. I just never bought it because I didn't care to buy Beavis and Butthead. I didn't give two shits about that shit. I was just more likely playing it to get the guns and playing the game. I was just grinding, have my time. The issue that I have with Call of Duty is the overarching issue that has been plaguing Call of Duty since Call of Duty 2019. Call of Duty has this problem since 2019 and Warzone, the exception of Warzone when it came in 2020. The system, I don't want to say SPMM is a thing. It's a thing, but let me give you elaborate explanation on why it's a thing and why do you feel like when you play Call of Duty, you're getting in the sweat ass lobbies. Well, here's the thing. Call of Duty kind of fucked up with Modern Warfare 2019 and the introduction of Warzone. Somewhere down the line, that code fucked up everything when they brought in Warzone. They're never going to admit it. The reason why they are never going to admit it because they know they fucked up on it. So, if you ever wonder, and I guarantee you for all my Call of Duty veterans that are going to play Call of Duty, if they're not going to play Call of Duty, if you refuse to play this garbage, I urge you to play it one last time. Just play it that one day. And then try to see, you know what I'm saying? Like, try to see, right? Try to see if you get into the SWAT lobbies. Now, here's my theory on this, right? Here's my real theological take on this whole thing. I believe when Warzone came out back in 2019, 2020, and you played Warzone, the data between that was locked. So, you know, however you were good in Warzone, however hard you were playing in Warzone and whatever like that, it was locked. So now you got to think about all the games that connect to that. Cold War, Vanguard, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, and Black Ops 6, Warzone 2.0, and then Warzone 3. So now you have to think about how all of that has has that connected. Your Warzone KD ratio and your playtime or whatever that's all connected into things. So it manipulates you thinking that you're good. So if you were playing Warzone when it first came out and you were playing Call of Duty 2019 when it first came out and you were going ape shit in there and you was going ham and all this other extra shit, what it does and what it did, it was like, okay, well, we're taking this data and we're gonna lock it here. So now every Call of Duty that came out that still has that Warzone attachment to it is going to tell you, hey, yeah, we see that you're absolutely quote unquote good. And you're a, absolute bona fide sweat. So we're gonna put you in the lobbies with these guys. No Christmas noobs. Christmas noobs still exist, but you don't see them. You don't never see them no more. Notice how when Call of Duty used to come out, the Call of Duty motherfuckers that they get tired. Matter of fact, when Call of Duty used to come out, well, I remember this because the last game that I played that had state lobbies was Black Ops fucking 4. Um, and they had with the inception of Blackout wasn't bad. I didn't have anything against Blackout. Blackout was amazing. I know people hated Blackout and there was things that they hated about Blackout that wasn't great. But Blackout wasn't bad. Blackout was pretty much it was decent. Blackout was decent. But with the inception of with the inception of when Blackout came, it didn't really turn the tide. It didn't really had anything. It turned the tide in the fact that it was chasing battle royale. That was the thing. But you still got your staying in the lobbies. You didn't have all this system. When 2019 came along, that's when the lobby shit didn't. That's when the lobby staying went away, literally. And ever since then, that's when it started collecting the data on you during that time period. Warzone came along, it increased it. So now, if you've been playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare since 2019, if you have an account that you created and then that's been tied to your account since 2019, it's going to collect data on you. And basically what it does is tied to that account. So every time you start a Call of Duty game and you still have that account, you get you still got those coins and yada yada, all that shit. Yeah, 9 times out of 10, bro, that count is fucked. You're not going to ever see fucking you're never going to see noobs in that game whatsoever. You're going to be matched with the sweatiest of sweats day one. So you will have to make a whole new account in order to see other players. This is why you're able to keep all your skins when you buy them in the store and all this other shit like Fortnite. But what they don't tell you is the skill-based matchmaking that's in there in that system. It's gonna either make you stay and you either cheat like most they do, and basically how they get around with cheaters is basically, here's my theory, and this is also a theory. Motherfuckers pay for skins like this, the bullshit. They pay for the bullshit and they get to cheat. I spend so much money on Call of Duty, I still, you know what I'm saying, cheat. That's why you still see people cheating and blatantly just openly cheating in Call of Duty with no regard, and Activision don't get rid of them. Yeah, because of that bullshit. So yeah, that's literally like it's a lot of things that go into it. But yeah, it started from 2019. It started from Modern Warfare 2019 and the inception of Warzone, and it's the reason why you don't see Christmas news. Like, just remember, like, Black Ops 4, when Christmas news come around, you see them. You see those level 1s, those level 2s. You'll get in them lobbies. Niggas gotta go now because what it is, it also matches up with your ping, since everybody has been, indicating on good ping and hardwiring your fucking shit like that and not playing on Wi-Fi, and you want to get good connections. That's also a reason why you don't see the Christmas news. The Christmas news don't know the little kids that want to play Call of Duty, they don't know nothing about that shit. They don't know about no goddamn ping. They don't know nothing about the internet and their Wi-Fi. None of that. They just know about firing that shit up, playing the Call of Duty. That's it. So if little Timmy is playing Call of Duty, his little sister is on watching TV or watching Netflix, daddy's watching Netflix, mommy's watching Netflix. Yeah, his shit's gonna run like ass. And he's gonna be laggy as fuck. Cause he don't know no better. But those are the people that you want to fucking fight because you can whoop their ass. The problem is you gotta deal with the motherfuckers zipping through the fucking map and it feeling bad. So that's literally another reason why you don't see Christmas news, because the Christmas news don't know any better. So you can't get the sorry is sorry niggas and expect them to know the hardwire. But then, when you give that secret away, now you get to see all the fucking sweats do the exact same thing that you've been giving away, those secrets. those fucking VPNs going to different countries and this, you know, just a whole bunch of crazy shit that niggas be trying to do to get over. Like I said, I was really hoping this was gonna be good. And it's looking like it's not. It's now, from what I'm hearing from certain Call of Duty people, they're saying the gameplay might be good. I give them that, but I don't know, man. I see, like, soon as the goofy skins come in, bro, I think they're going away because this looks a little goofy-ish. This looks a little goofy-ish already, which I never had an issue with, but I just know that there's some people out there. So, um, yeah, they're gonna ruin Battlefield 6 for me. So that's gonna be a real problem. And this comes out on the 14th. Battlefield 6 gonna have a whole month and 4 days. That's gonna be even more of a fucking problem. And this campaign looked like it's gonna be absolutely fucking dog shit. So from what reports I was hearing, the campaign, they're gonna be 10, it's like I think 14, 15 chapters. 4 of the chapters is supposed to be taking place on the new Warzone map that's supposed to be coming when this game drops. And then the rest of them is gonna be linear. After what the fuck I just saw from this trailer, and after what I saw when they showed it off, that was kind of one of the reasons why I stopped watching Gamescom, because they were showing off this and they went in and start yapping. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of just don't fucking care. I don't care. I don't care. And I was kind of done with Call of Duty anyway. Battlefield really has been a thing for me. I know a lot of people didn't like Battlefield 2042, and I'm starting to see a new inflection of fucking COD players playing Battlefield 2042 now. I was like, Battlefield 2042 is good. I'm like, yes, that shit been good. It's been good. But y'all kept writing it off. Like, and it's literally, this is how this shit goes every year. Y'all write it off until your fucking game is sorry. And then you'll start, well, let's go back to Battlefield. Well, Battlefield's decent now. Let's go play Battlefield. They did it with Battlefield 4. They did it with Battlefield 3. They do it all the fucking time, bro. When Call of Duty starts to feel like shit to them, then they start going to Battlefield. Look, listen. I'm a Battlefield person over here. We out of here. We don't want you niggas over here. Go play that sorry sack of shit game. Call of Duty's butt. And it's gonna stay butt. Don't care. Go play that shit. Have fun. Stop coming over here because your game is dying. Tough, tiff, all that good shit. Next, moving on. Enough of that Call of Duty garbage.
Millions of souls pour into the underworld every day. You're no different. My lord, he's here.
This better not be no fucking Souls game.
Walk the mortal world once more. Fallen leaves return to their roots. You shall gather the souls that stray.
I've watched over this city for ages, and every name in your scroll of death. Not one of them dies quietly. You, a soulless husk. You can judge my fate. Why wrestle rogues when their artifact can do what brute strength cannot?
What? Soulless husk?
This looks like a Boss Rush game. It looks good, but it looks like a Boss Rush game. It looks like one of those Boss Rush games. That's what I call those. They're like Boss Rush. This, I don't want to say it's Souls, but it looks like a Souls game. It looks like it's a boss rush game. When I say boss rush games, I mean like they don't really have cutscenes until you meet the boss. There's no like intricate story. You just go from one place to one place, boss to boss to boss, and there goes the cutscenes. That's what makes up the cutscenes in there. That you go meet the boss, you'll play against the boss. There's a cutscene right before you start fighting the boss, and then after you defeat the boss, then there's a cutscene after that, and then you just move on. There's no like really part. So this looks like a game that got no fucking map. Um, um, a boss rush, and it looks like it's a wannabe Souls game. All in all, the graphics look good and the gameplay looks fire. But if my other 3 points that are coming out that's saying that this is a boss rush, it doesn't have any fucking doesn't really have any no story, and it feels like a Souls game, and it has no fucking map. Yeah, this is probably gonna be a skippable game. Once again, we don't do that shit. Pick it. Look, listen. Hack and slash or Souls. Stick to one. You can't do both, bro. You can't do both. It's just not your games will for me from me. Your games will be fucking skipped by me. Fucking sorry. Your games will be skipped by me. Sorry. It's just I'm not finna sit here and deal with the fucking souls. I'm not about to deal with the fucking soul shit. I'm just not, bro. It don't make any sense for me to sit there and deal with that shit when it's like it's hack and slash. It's hack and slash, and it's souls, man. It's souls. I mean, it's not. It's not. Excuse me. It's not hack and slash. It has no map, and it's a boss rush. I'm like, I'm not dealing with this. Like these games need maps, bro. Y'all keep giving me these non-boss rushable maps, bro. No, I'm good. I'm good.
Set to flame and sacrifice ignites the war banners!
Here we go again.
If you know not life, how can you know death?
Like I said, it looks like a boss rush game. I'm hoping it's a hack and slash. Um, I'm hoping it plays a little bit like Black Myth Wukong with an improvement of a map, or it just be linear and you fight enemies. But I hope the skill tree is more egregiousable. Do everything that was better than Wuchang, because Wuchang was just not it. That game was not it. I'm gonna say that now. That game was not it. I played it and it wasn't it. I don't have to beat something in order to tell you it ain't it. That game ain't it. So, um, like I said, I'm hoping it has a map. I'm hoping. I mean, from what it looks like, it's going to be a boss rush. I'm hoping it has at least a decent story. I'm not feeling the silent protagonist, so that's another issue right there for me. So I'm not feeling that. Like I need some structural story, combat, gameplay. Hey, you know what I'm saying? We not Nintendo niggas over here. We actually like story in our video games. We just don't play video games just to play. And yeah, I'm cool. Um, yeah, like I said, it looks good, looks dope. Graphics look decent and looks amazing. But all in all, man, if it's I gotta lean towards that Black Myth Wukong shit. You gotta lean towards that gameplay. If it leans towards that, cool. If it doesn't, it doesn't. All right. A game that I don't really care about, which is Resident Evil. Let's go. Nah, we're here. Might as well look at it.
Come on.
I'll say one thing is the graphics on this thing looks amazing, and the RE engine is the engine that they have is super amazing, and they use it in every video game. The Capcom engine that they use it in every video game. Onimusha looks amazing. Resident Evils look amazing. All the remakes that they're doing looks amazing.
Hello? Yes.
What else? I'm trying to think what else looks amazing here also in this straight thing.
They asked for Miss Ashcroft and then they hung up on me. Rude.
They adapted in fighting games.
Grace, we need to go.
So, go where? Mom, what's going on?
Hurry.
Wait, who's coming? What's wrong?
Shh. We need to keep our voices down.
This is ridiculous.
Come on.
Tell me what's going on.
Now is not the time. Stay close.
Follow Mom.
Grace, keep moving.
I always like the story of Resident Evil. I have to like do a recap.
Who's that? Oh, I'm so sorry about the power outage.
What happened?
It's really no excuse, and I apologize for the inconvenience.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Yeah, don't worry.
I should have it fixed soon. I just need to find my...
Come on in, Grace.
We got stab.
Grab my hands. Okay, look at me.
All in the throat.
In and out. Breathe in and out. Oh, Grace. I promise you, I will explain this all to you one of these days. Grace. Please know that you are my hope. Never forget that.
What are you talking about?
Just... I love you.
I love you too.
Okay.
Mom, I'm scared.
No. We need to find a way out of here now.
But we don't have any of our stuff.
We can come back for it later, Grace.
Resident Evil Requiem. I don't know what this is. Is it Resident Evil 9 or Resident Evil 10? What was Resident Evil 9? What was Resident Evil 9? Yeah. Wait. So this is 9. So what was 8? This was 8. Okay. So this was Resident Evil 8. Okay. I was like, what was Resident Evil? Which one was the Resident Evil? The one that came out like 2 years ago. This was the Resident Evil game that came out. Okay. Gotcha. All right. You can close that. All right. I'm not a big Resident Evil fan, man. Like I said, I told you, like the games look good. The games look good, but I'm just not a huge fan. I'm not a huge fan of that map system and navigating through that shit. I got Resident Evil 2 remake and 3. I played 2. I tried it, didn't like it. I'll probably go back to it, but I didn't like that shit whatsoever. Just didn't feel good. And I was thinking about getting 4, but I was like, bro, I don't like 2. What is that? This, I don't even this don't even have the one thing about Resident Evil. I think out of all the Resident Evils, right? And I think it always lands on this wanting to be a horror action game. The issue that I have with this is it doesn't know what it wants to be. It doesn't know if it wants to be a horror game or does it want to be an action game. Resident Evil has gone through many tropes and tribulations in their game. So, like, prime example, Resident Evil 7. Resident Evil 7 was like this straight crazy horror looking PT game because PT was like the biggest thing around that time in 2016, 2017. And Resident Evil 7 was going for that. But then their DLC turns into a fucking action game. Makes absolutely no sense to me. Resident Evil 8 comes out. It goes into that same line of horror, PT, scary, first person. Then their fucking DLC turns it into a fucking action game, and it's in third person. I'm like, what? So now with Resident Evil 9, which is Requiem, this game is going with the horror elements. I don't know when it's going to be. I don't know when is it going to be. Like, what's the name? Also, I'm not gonna lie, Capcom, please start including all these characters. I am tired of seeing Chris. I want to see some Ada Wong in here, Leon, all these other fucking characters that you have created over the span of fucking 9 fucking games. Please start bringing these characters to the fold. Jill, all that. Every fucking time we done seen in the past 2 Resident Evil games, it's always Chris. I'm sick of seeing that nigga. Give me Leon. Give me Jill. Give me somebody other than that motherfucker, please. I am sick of seeing Chris Redfield, bro. It's like, because he's the only nigga that showed. I was like, so is everybody else just fucking dead and nobody else is appearing in these Resident Evil out skirmishes and shit? Like, I got an idea for Resident Evil 10. Take y'all asses back to Raccoon City. So that'd be a great idea in the next 3 years. Raccoon City, make it an action game, allow us to play different, like basically what they did with Resident Evil 6, but do it better. Do it better. Anyway, moving on. Mm. You know what I noticed about this? This is like so when they show off games like this, it's like so the reason why they show up, this is all in-game footage, right? The reason why they show this off, but it doesn't have any genuine gameplay. Um, And the reason why they do that is because if you did your history on like a couple of years ago, like over like a I think like decade, if not 2 decades ago, if not a half a decade, like almost a decade and a half ago, um, certain game developers used to show off their games and say in-game footage, and it was all CGI. So they have to quote on it, and a lot of people pointed out that that wasn't in-game. I don't know what game it was or what company that really caused the catalyst of why game developers have to quote in-game footage. But I forgot what it was, but that's probably one of the reasons why they did that. Now, this game looked like this game that sequence that looked like a cutscene sequence with like QTE times. So that's what it is. Also, from that, I don't know what this game is gonna be like. I'm hoping it's an action game, but the rise of Souls games are starting to be a thing for a lot of developers, and they want to cater into that realm. If it feels like I'm a Souls hater, I'm not, but I'm tired of seeing game development trying to do that and imitate that as a thing. It's like when GTA came out, every game wanted to imitate, if not emulate, some portion of GTA, a vast open world. So now, when you look at game since the rise of Elden Ring being the most popular Souls game, even though it wasn't the first, it was probably the most popular one because Dark Souls was out there and Demon Souls came out. But we give all the credit to Elden Ring because it's probably one of the best Souls games that's out there. Whatever. Since that, uh, game development lately has been entertaining Souls-like games or elements of Souls-like in it. Where you fight, you go through the game, you boss rush, you fight nothing but bosses and whatnot. Doesn't have a cutscene. Your protagonist doesn't have a voice. Shit like that. Like that's the element. Has a stamina bar. Has no fucking map. You just gotta traverse through this linear, makeshift, open ass world that they are constructing as a open world, but it's not. It's linear, but you just got no fucking map. So you're just going with the wind. Like, man, it's a lot of annoyance. It's a lot of annoyance, man. It's very annoying and it's very, very irritating. Fucking skill trees is just massive for no fucking reason. Yeah. Nah, look, listen. Bring my hack and slash back. That's all I care about, bro. Hack and slash. Thank God Ninja Gaiden's coming out. I hope it revigorates the genre of hack and slash. Bring my spy games back. I want those to come back. We ain't got enough of them, and I don't care what anybody says. If you can tell me, besides Metal Gear Solid, what is the last fucking spy game that we have fucking gotten in the last 10 years? I ain't talking about Hitman. The last 10 years. Last 10 years. Someone can give me a fucking spy game that came out in the last 10 years. And not just one. I need by like 10 of them. That's the problem. And you can get 10 Souls-like games in the past 10 years. But I can't get you 10 fucking, can't give you 10 fucking spy games. Bring my spy games back, bro. I want my spy covert ops games back. Bring those back, please. But this looking intriguing. It look pretty cool. We'll see what this game looks like when it comes out. Whenever this shit comes out. That's if it comes out. Didn't have a release date or announcement. Let's see where the winds meet. They have a announcement. This game looks good, and this game's supposed to be coming out this year. They're revealing the announcement date, but this looks good. This is like a real good, like a story-driven game and not a boss rush game. I'm hoping. I'm hoping. I forgot who makes this game. Ooh, all running like Prince of Persia. Water running. Ooh, yeah. Oh yeah, this game looks. This game looks like it's gonna be it. Yeah, it's gonna be story narrative. I hope. I don't want to be no boss rush. Gameplay looks already looking fire. Now, quote, there's some gameplay for this that's been out for this game like 2 years ago. I don't know how long this game been in development. I think this been in development for almost 2, maybe not 3, maybe 5 to 6 years now. They revealed it and then they never actually showed off when it was coming out. So now they're showing it off, and this is also getting a release date. So you're gonna see when this is gonna be dropping. Why it feels like you get to play as 2 protagonists, or I'm getting the feeling that you're either gonna play as a male or a female. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting that you're getting a customized protagonist in this game. I'm really getting that. I don't know. I'm also getting this solid protagonist vibe as well. So. But I think this has voice acting. Yeah, because they did show it off last time with some voice acting. Well, we'll get to see how this game goes November 14th. There's a beta for this shit? I didn't know there was a beta. Was there a beta for this? Oh, here goes gameplay.
On July 25th, a global beta test began for Where Winds Meet, the open-world game published by NetEase that is already available in China. This free-to-play game takes place around the year 1000 between the Great Tang and Song dynasties, during what's known as the 5 Dynasties and 10 Kingdoms period. In it, players take the role of a lone wandering hero during this time of upheaval where one's own strength matters more than the rules of society. IGN readers may not be too familiar with the 5 Dynasties and 10 Kingdoms period, but don't worry, the same even seems to apply to players in China. We know that the game takes some influence from Ghost of Tsushima and The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, thanks to a past interview with lead designer Chris Liu. But it can be difficult to imagine exactly what the gameplay will be like. According to Liu, it is the world's first wuxia-themed open-world game. Once I got my hands on the game, I found Where Winds Meet was indeed a wuxia game through and through, with the strength of the concept bringing together a variety of elements seen in games today. Once you finish with character creation and begin playing the game, you're first met with a graceful man with flowing hair resting in a bamboo grove while holding a baby to his chest, almost like Zhao Yun from the Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Then, another handsome and long-haired man comes along to talk to him, and it seems that this man with the baby has betrayed his school. He hops on a white horse, then gallops through the bamboo while avoiding his pursuer's weapons, at times in slow motion. All of these shots are reminiscent of famous scenes from various Chinese movies of the past, making it clear from the start that this game is closely linked to the wuxia tradition. A sense of wuxia-ness oozes out of this game at every turn, even after this opening scene ends and you take control of the character you've created, whether that's through its gameplay in general, its systems and graphics, or its dialogue. A few minutes after I started walking freely through its world, I spoke to an old man on the side of the road who asked me to repel a bear who's been after honey. It seems that the protagonist is able to learn techniques from the movements of the bear, as pressing buttons at the right time according to icons that pop up caused him to learn Tai Chi from the beast, incredibly enough. All of this serves as a tutorial for the mystic arts that make up part of your arsenal. But more importantly, this process of observing familiar objects in nature to learn abilities and grow stronger gives the player a strong sense of the game's wuxia flavor. It seems there are other abilities that come from nature too, like Lion's Roar and the venomous Toad Style. So I'm sure there will be many other techniques the protagonist learns from all the creatures of the game's world. Just as you might expect to be able to use magic to create fire in a game with a fantasy setting, the player in this game's wuxia world is able to master strange powers of their own. It's also interesting to note that these abilities can be used outside of combat as well. For example, nearby fish are caught up in Tai Chi when it's used by the water's surface, making for efficient fishing. One of the most notable things about this thoroughly wuxia game is its inclusion of many elements we've come to expect from combat systems and exploration in action games today. For example, pressing the correct button just before an enemy's attack lands will parry it, creating a back and forth tempo during action segments. While equivalent to the kinds of parry systems that have become a staple in recent action games, this game goes into slow motion when it's time to parry an enemy attack and displays an icon telling you what button to press, though it's possible to turn this icon off in the options. While similar to Final Fantasy XVI's story-focused mode, these icons deplete an insight points meter when they're displayed and won't show up if you run out, so you can't recklessly fend off every single enemy attack. There are currently 7 weapon types that a player can use, with plans to add more. In addition to standard swords and spears, there are also more unusual weapons like umbrellas and folding fans. Each weapon provides for its own unique gameplay, such as the umbrella's skill that temporarily stuns an enemy, or the fan's ability to create a zone that heals the player and their allies. Players can equip both a main weapon and a sub-weapon, each enabling a variety of martial techniques. What techniques are available to you will also change based on the school you study under, with a total of 11 available schools.
This look all well and dandy, but I do want to know the, I don't want to say the premise. It looks well and dandy, right? And it looks very well and it looks all good and looks dope and all, right? But I want to know the premise of this I don't want to say the premise. I want to know, like, is it optimized? Because it looks like it's not running fluid. Maybe it's what he captured. Maybe it's not running fluid, but it doesn't look like it runs fluid or anything like that. It looks intriguing. I know playing this bitch on console ain't gonna look good though, but but this was a beta. This was like 3 weeks ago. They had a beta, so hopefully that they optimize the game by the time on the 14th when it comes out. Hopefully it has like a story mode, but it's open world, so it's not a Souls game. So that tunes my heart. So it feels like a game's gonna be real good. So
the game's combat style changes.
I'm just confused on why this game needed a beta though, but I don't know.
Quite a bit depending on the combination of mystic and martial skills you use, allowing for a wide degree of customization. Between all of the different attacks, the balance between offense and defense enabled by parries, and the overall voracious approach to combat elements, it felt like the game had taken a menu of popular modern features and ordered one of everything. The bow and arrow is treated differently whether it's being used as a main or a sub-weapon, capable of attacking enemies from afar while also solving puzzles by burning through vines to open up pathways. The way it's positioned shows the influence of another game that was previously mentioned, The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. The game's core of open-world exploration and progression has also been extravagantly created. During the preview, I was able to visit Kaifeng, one of China's 8 ancient capitals located in Hainan province that flourished at the time as one of the world's largest cities. Despite the war-ravaged world, the city in the game was open and lively, with its residents chatting away like it was Cyberpunk 2077 after just a short walk through its streets. It sounds like upwards of 1,000 NPCs have reputation levels, allowing you to befriend them on an individual basis. It's not hard to imagine how people live in the game's detailed streets of Kaifeng, apparently recreated by referring to historical remains that still exist today. Walk down the big street that cuts through it all, and eventually you'll find a large arching bridge. Beautiful palace with towering defenses awaits you on the other side, making it clear just how prosperous this Chinese capital was at the time. From there, the player will be able to dig into the secrets around their own birth as a wandering hero. After only about 3 hours of gameplay, I could tell that Where Winds Meet is packed full of elements that players have experienced before in open world games. But what shocked me most of all is that while you could call this a mishmash of features, the key concept of wuxia, along with the way those elements are presented, work to bring all of them together in a natural way. Perhaps you could say that what best defines Where Winds Meet is this coexistence of the past decade of what has made open world and action games fun, alongside its Chinese creators' love for the genre of wuxia. Where Winds Meet will be released in the West in 2025 on PlayStation 5 and PC. For all your other cool game stuff, you're already in the right place. Yep, you guessed it, mate. IGN.
Yeah. November 14th, this will be coming out. Man, it looks good. Looks good. A little ashy though. Still, it looks a little ashy, but it also needs a little, a little work, a little bit more of optimization. But he didn't mention that. He mentioned about the gameplay, and the gameplay looks fun. It's an open world, so that's awesome. So, akin to if you played Assassin's Creed Shadows this year, um, that was an open world, it's a Ubisoft game, so of course it's gonna be fucking open world. But that was an open world game, so that's good. So we got that. Then we got Ghost Yete, and then this comes out on the 14th. Hey, we got something that's better than Call of Duty right now. So hey, um if you want to play something that's other than some, trash ass Call of Duty mind fucked Black Ops 3 DLC and Black Ops 6 DLC. This looks like a game that's gonna be for me. After seeing the gameplay and all that, this looks cool. Story wise, it looks great, and it looks like you get to customize your own character. I'm not gonna lie, man. I want to see how this is gonna do since this is by NetEase. Marvel Rivals is good. Frat Punk is decent. I didn't like it when I played the beta because I was getting my ass kicked, and I was like, nah, I'm good on that. But Marvel Rivals seems decent. Marvel Rivals is good, even though it's having its ups and downs. Um, what else was good? The beta. Blah, blah, blah. Trying to think. This looks good. This game looks good. And then there's another game that NetEase was doing, and it looks like I forgot what the name of it is, but it looks like what is it? It looks like this like like Uncharted meets Prince of Persia style, and it's developed by NetEase. So NetEase, all the money that they kind of been like, been doing, they're trying to go into the forefront of being at least the top tier dog of video gaming. They're trying to be the top tier dog in their video game. I wish they took that one game that they did and turned it into a story mode. That Blade looking game. I forgot the name of that game. It's a battle royale melee style game. That shit looked like it's not fun. It's not fun. It was sold like it was fun, but it's not fun. It's not fun whatsoever. And they still make money off that till this day. All right. On and on to the 2K news. 2K My Career Story trailer. Now this is funny because before we watch this, um this game, the story career trailer, the My Career trailer, right? This came out before they released it. This is from PlayStation. So PlayStation was first, then 2K, and then everybody else. But where it really originatedly happened, it was on a TikTok. TikTok had this first, which was insane. TikTok had this before YouTube. And then PlayStation has it before 2K has it. Good job, PR. Anyway, there's plenty of streamers right now dissecting, breaking down all the gameplay that's going on from other content creators that was out there that did community day last week. So it was a bunch of content creators that went out there that did community day, and they got like they got the game breaking down. They're going through gameplay and all that, all the good stuff, the stuff that's making it happen in what's the name, right? So oh wow. Okay. Cool. Yeah, so they have all the gameplay stuff that was breaking down. So there's people out there that's going through everything, dissecting everything about the gameplay. I'm not one of those people. I don't really care too much. I am going to say I am going to get this year cuz I want to get Metal Gear Solid. Right now I'm in a pickle, but I want to get Metal Gear Solid, but Metal Gear Solid it looks too short, and my pockets are a little thin right now, so I only can afford a handful of games. So I'm going to get this instead of Metal Gear. I know. I wish I could get Metal Gear. But I have a funny feeling Metal Gear is going to be very fucking short for me, and then it's like if I beat it within like a week, I need something to carry me until Borderlands come out, and Metal Gear is not gonna carry me until Borderlands come out. I'm sorry. So I'll get this. We'll play 2K. Um, am I gonna be like I'm gonna say it right now? I'm gonna try to get this. I'm gonna get it on PlayStation. I'm getting it on PS5. I'm gonna try to see if I can get my caption card to work. I haven't played any games on the PlayStation and I haven't showed anything off. It's because of the fact that how I play my game right now currently on PlayStation, it looks a lot better versus what it looks like when I play it on when I play it through the capture card. So like when I play it through the capture card, it's not gonna look like it's not gonna look like what it's gonna look like. So I don't get the full frame rate, but this is 2K. 2K really doesn't really give me that anyway, so I'm not really worried about that. So yeah, you'll see some 2K gameplay. We'll play My Career. I'm not gonna say so. It's like what is it? The game comes out Friday. It comes out next Friday, right? Yeah, the game comes out next Friday. I'm gonna tell you what. I'll have some gameplay footage. I'm gonna tell you what, because I know for me personally, I'm gonna be in that builder. I'm gonna be in that builder for a couple hours. We'll see. We'll see. If I don't have no gameplay news, I'll be in that builder. I'm gonna tell you right now, if I don't stream that Friday, I'll record it and I'll upload it, and on that like literally that next day you'll get like My Career stuff, because I'm pretty sure motherfuckers ain't gonna want me to sit here and go through a builder and play through animations on that, because I'm literally gonna be going through that builder that day. I'm hoping that I see content creators that's gonna have 2K day one. I'm hoping like probably like the 20, I want to say the 27th, if not the 20, yeah, probably like the 27th, the 28th. I know definitely on the 28th niggas gonna have it, because if you buy it on Xbox, you're gonna have it. Yeah. So for me personally, it'll be a little different. But like I said, it'll be a little different. But let's watch the story trailer.
We're entering the range where you could hear your name called.
Bet. Okay, everybody remember. I want to hear it on TV first, okay?
Marching orders haven't changed. Got it.
All right. Quiet. Next pick is in.
Moments like this don't.
So it says voice of Spike Lee. So Spike Lee is directing another 2K My Career this year again. So Spike Lee is creating another 2K My Career this year again. Um and I'm not gonna lie to you, the last one didn't really go too well for me personally. Frequency by vibrations. That's all I'm gonna say. FOF, friend of freak. Uh but it did compel a drama to narrative story. I hope this thing is gonna like vastly go through your My Career all the way and not just be like this, that, and the third. So I want it to be like your My Career, and then I want to see what you'll do because I plan on playing My Career after that. Like last year's My Career wasn't really that. It was the 2K24 My Career was just non-existent. That shit was non-existent. Um, and I felt like that's the thing about 2K that's kind of gotten away from that. Also, the reason why this game feels like it's going to be good this year, and I really I'm sitting here and saying this. I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I'm saying like 2K might feel like it's going to be good this year. And the reason why I say it might be good this year is because of the the competition that is going up against. You got Metal Gear coming out earlier this week, and not a day before. You got Lost Souls Aside coming out that day after. Then you got a couple of other games coming out. Hell is Us is coming out like 2 days right after that. Then you got what else is coming out? Got another game that's coming out on the 4th. DLCs for for that. Ubisoft is supposed to be miraculously coming back to their with their Assassin's Creed DLC. So they're coming out with a game. They're coming out with some content. 2K got stiff competition. And then you got Borderlands. And then Ghost of Yeti. And then Battlefield. And then I think Where the Winds Meet, that's another game. 2K got a stiff competition. So they need to have a good game this year. They can't just throw splat on the wall and see shit sticks and just give players nothing. Because like, okay, you give us scrap, nigga, we going somewhere else. And you will be sitting there and like 2K will just be there. And you won't get no microtransactions this year. So it's like, all right. The only people that's gonna sit here is people who don't play games. I play games, dude. It might not look like I don't play games, but I play a lot of games, bro. I play a lot of games. It's just can't really talk about them. It's just that I play a lot of fucking games, bro. I play a lot of fucking games. Play a lot of games. I'm not a Call of Duty 2K person. I play a lot of games.
Don't just happen.
With the next pick in the 2025 NBA Draft.
It's finally happening.
I know.
It's surreal.
The Golden State Warriors select.
You gotta earn them.
Why is Mon gotta be white though?
Number one, we the best. It's another one.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, MP, and I'm here bright and early, 6 a.m., ready to get my first workout in. Today, we're gonna play Kobe Starks, the highest ranked player in Vermont. But you know me, I'm not afraid of a challenge.
Hey.
Hey.
How'd it go?
The scout couldn't make it.
I need to go to LA.
But son, you just need to be patient.
No one cares about us here. I need to be where the competition is.
Let's go!
MP, Dion.
Nice to finally meet you in person, young brother.
You too. This is my first time in LA.
You got a unique chance to do something special here, MP. Don't waste a second of it.
My job at the agency is to identify diamond in the rough talent at a high school level.
You belong back home. You know, slinging breakfast to townies.
You have a lot more growing up to do than you realize.
I'm a big believer in ripping the Band-Aid off, so I'm gonna get right to it. The play next year is Europe.
You have a chance to make your dreams happen.
I want to say, because I've seen this trailer, I want to say I hope all of this is not like in sequence, When I mean in sequence, I'm like, I hope it's not like a my career menu, and it just goes from like you play one game, play, and it like I want to be able to go to the city. Also, that's another thing. Um, that's another thing. Like, I feel like after I create my build and after I get through the first game and it gets you to basically like LA or whatever, they get you to the whatever area you gotta go. I feel like from that point on, I should be able to go to the park and run around and play in the park. Now, I'm not advocating for that. I'm advocating for the motherfuckers that don't want to sit here and play my career. Because I understand a lot of you niggas don't care about my career. You niggas want to get into the action. Niggas want to sit here and yap and game and talk shit and act like we this and this that. And then when the real niggas and everybody in the world plays the game and all the the animations that everybody's going to be using, that same animation you'll start seeing it later on, like 3 months down the road, motherfuckers using the same animation, same jump shots, same dunk packages, same this, same that. I'm like, you niggas is not really making anything cohesive. I want this year, don't look at no builders, make your own build, don't look at anything, walk into 2K this year with your own mentality. Stamp your game with you. Show who you are. Stop being a follower. Start branching out and creating your own fucking way. Because a lot of you niggas be following a lot of other people. If you look at a builder, take something from the builder, tweak it. Don't fully copy the builder. Stop copying other people's animations. Learn how to animate. If you see something that looks cool and dope, try to use that animation. You know what I'm saying? But I'm on deaf ears. Y'all gonna do what y'all want anyway. Y'all gonna do what y'all want. Y'all not gonna listen to nobody. Y'all gonna be looking at a whole bunch of hundreds and hundreds of fucking videos, best build videos, this, that. It's already fucking videos now talking about, oh, I got gameplay of 2K, this, probably editing people out that went to the freaking thing and, oh, I'm here, I got 2K, or reacting. Like, it's a bunch of crazy shit, bro. It's a bunch of crazy shit. You 2K niggas, it's crabs in a bucket, crabs in a bucket mentality, bro. That's what it is, bro. That's what 2K the community is. It's a crab in the bucket mentality. You niggas, like, if one nigga makes it, you expect niggas to fucking take you with him. If not, nigga, we pulling that nigga down unless he gonna pull us out.
And you owe it to yourself to make it happen.
Pop's hair look crazy though. I do feel like though, like I said, the my career looks like it's good. I do feel like this year it does need a little bit of. I for the mobility of people who don't want to play this shit. Have it. Don't force them to sit there and play that shit. Like, have it skippable, basically.
The path isn't always easy.
For me, it's just about getting 1% better every day. Let's hoop.
The road to the top isn't always obvious.
Good game, bro.
That was mad fun, bro.
But this is where legacies are made.
You are the consensus favorite for Rookie of the Year.
Yo, I saw an idiot on Twitter, right, compare a gym, like the 2K practice arena, like your my career practice arena for like whatever team you play for, to 2K25's my career practice arena. And I'm sitting there and I said, bro, and I scrolled through his shit. I was like, bro, you are goofy. But it's 2K, man. Niggas got 2K niggas by the balls, bro. They do goofy shit every time. I don't know. For me personally, maybe if I was like a young nigga, maybe I might be like the rest of these niggas. But nah, I'm not. I'm old. but I'm also smart and wise. So half you niggas ain't even there.
This is our
So when y'all keep calling niggas unks and old, I was like, I'll take that. I'm smarter than you little dumb nigga. So like it's like when you try to insult me, I'm gonna insult you with my own intelligence. My intelligence is way superior than yours.
our moment, our game, our championship. Bring it in.
So,
And I have morals.
how will you make yours?
Keyword morals.
NBA 2K26. Ball over everything.
Ball over everything.
Most people can only experience this in a train.
I'm not gonna lie, my career trailer looks good. It kind of sold me on it. I wish they. I don't know when 2K is supposed to do their little 2K shit. I don't know when they're gonna do it, but hopefully they do it soon. All right, got another gameplay trailer. See what this is. Ooh.
I gave you a second chance.
Why did it look like it zoomed in like that?
Down those that hide from me. So go now and slay Seeker.
What the hell is this? Oh no, man. I mean, it looks good, but then I'm starting to question the body structure of this dude. That shit don't look good. And then I'm starting to question if this is gameplay because it don't look like it's gameplay.
Lest you wash up again on my shores, your frail body shatters and broken.
Okay. Weird game. All right. Let's see what this is. If it starts singing, we're gonna get the fuck on. What the hell? Yeah. Yeah, this looks like shit. All right, Borderlands 4 gameplay. The final hero of Borderlands.
So satisfying. Yeah, I'ma take it to the top. Oh, I'm just getting started. I'ma take it to the top. Oh, hell yeah.
Can't wait for the story. I might sit up here and watch all the stories for the characters. Yeah, I might sit up here and watch the stories when they for the characters. Excuse me. Copyright music.
This is gonna take some cleanup.
Totally worth it.
I'll wait for this game. All right, I got some walkthroughs next, and then we can play some Marvel Rivals. I'm probably gonna play it for like a little bit, and then I'm gonna get off. I don't think I'm gonna watch all of these walkthroughs, but we'll see. Let's start with this High on Life 2. Now, here's the funny thing. I watched this 42-minute gameplay. It was kind of like, it was all right. If anybody played High on Life 1, it was very weird. But it was funny, but weird at the same time. The second game, I think it's more weirdness and more guns and whatnot. But all in all, I'm hoping this game comes to Game Pass. And they also said this game is coming out February 27th next year. So I'm hoping this game come to Game Pass. 100%.
High on Life 2, it's a first-person skateboarding game, kind of. I don't really know any other games that have done that before. It's pretty cool. So here are my biggest takeaways from playing High on Life 2. First off, the skateboard is sick. It's in first person. It basically replaces your sprint, and so you can use it all the time. You can also like kick flip off into a melee into enemies. You're grinding on rails. It's very free form. You think it wouldn't feel good, but it actually feels fantastic. My second takeaway is that they got Ralph Innes in this game as one of the new guns, and when your entire game's gimmick is that the guns talk, it's a pretty good voice to have for one of your guns.
I'm impressed. We make a good team.
My third takeaway is Justin Roiland is not in this game, but if you still liked the humor of that game, don't worry, it's completely intact.
We're calling it High on Life 2, and you're about to play the demo for it. Isn't that exciting? Yeah, I think it's exciting.
Which maybe proves that Justin Roiland was not the sole involvement of this game, and there's hundreds of talented people that made this first game good and are making the second game good. My final point is I think this game is just full of charm, and you can really tell the developers had a lot of fun with it, which just made me have fun with it. So I got to play a like 50-minute, like a third of the demo, and be like, oh, I gotta change the thing for the demo. It's cute, you know, it's meta.
The game's perfect, so any spot I stop at is good.
I would say High on Life 2's whole thing is just taking what worked in the first game and just doubling down on all of that. More talking guns, more weird alien worlds, more jokes that just go on way, way too long to the point where they stop being funny and then they kind of become funny again.
Yeah, it's a non-cynical, non-serious take on a video game. So yeah. Let's see a little bit about this ROG Ally.
The vision around Xbox has really transformed over the years of people playing on multiple devices, people playing anywhere.
We know what players want. They want to game.
So this is funny. This is supposed to be quote unquote Xboxes, and the way how they're marketing this is Xbox's version of ROG of their first handheld game. It's really not. It's just like a Steam Deck. It's, you know, ROG Steam Deck. But you know,
Game on their own terms.
This was a #1 request from our fans. We're working in close partnership.
But you fuckers took so long to fucking do this. Y'all could have did this during the PlayStation era when it was available, when PlayStation had the PSP Vita. Now, quote unquote, is it better than the Switch 2? Yeah, but it's gonna cost you because this shit ain't cheap. This shit is probably more expensive than a fucking Xbox.
With Asus on a brand new handheld
Called the Xbox Ally and the Xbox Ally X.
The best game library on the go, basically changes everything.
It feels like we're finally hitting an inflection point now where I'm able to take the game that I'm playing on my beefy home PC gaming rig and take it with me on a portable device.
Big question a lot of players have is how are PC games going to play on a handheld form factor? The games are largely going to play like they do on PC.
The Xbox Ally targets 720p, while the Xbox Ally X targets 1080p. Most titles will perform between 30 frames per second and 60 frames per second, but certain
Do they give a price for this thing? Let's see. Oh, they were sitting there talking about it. You know what? I'll watch this and then after that, yeah, we'll finish this up because it was like a small little video that they had, and then after that, I'll probably.
certain games have the potential to hit up to 120 frames per second. As frame rates rise and fall, variable refresh rate, or VRR, will deliver a consistent and fluid visual experience. Players can further fine-tune a variety of device settings in the command center, from optimizing battery life to remapping buttons.
The Asus Armory Crate has 3 distinctive settings that are really great. There's the silent mode, for these dark gaming sessions you will have. There is a performance mode, so your battery life is optimized. And then, of course, for the top performance factor, you would use turbo mode.
When we talk about optimizing for handheld, it's less about stripping games down and more about ensuring playing the game on a handheld is as easy and effortless as possible. Games that run at 30 frames per second or above will get a should perform well on this device tag. Games that hit 60 frames per second or above will carry a should perform great on this device tag. Games.
You know what's so crazy? I always wanted to know who is this, like, I know who is this targeted to. But my question is, like, where are you, like, if I wanted to play a multiplayer game, right? Which I'm not advocating for this. This is not that's not the thing you want to play multiplayer games on. But then you need internet connection. Say if I'm like out and about or I'm on a plane. Like, what I'm supposed to use? The Wi-Fi that's available on the plane? What you know what I'm saying? So it's like, where is the best place scenario outside of my home to use this? That's kind of like the question that I have, because this requires internet connection, and I know that, using your nifty 50 phone is not going to give you, I mean, it's going to give you internet connection, but, like, come on. You're using your phone as a hotspot to play video games on? Come on. You might as well just stay home and play video games. That's why, like, for me so much, like, if I have a disconnect from video gaming, my disconnect is me leaving outside my home. Once I leave outside my home, I'm disconnecting from video gaming. I'm enjoying real life. I don't need this with me most of the time. Even if I'm on a plane or something like that, I don't need it. That's why the thing about the Switch thing never made sense to me. It's like, I get it, it's a handheld for kids and all that other extra shit. But grown ass adults be buying that shit, and I'd be like, why? And then Nintendo, I get that they made it. Like, here's the thing: when I say, like, when Nintendo made the Switch Lite, I'm like, okay, that's a thing that should be a thing. The Switch Lite, it should be a handheld. Before the Switch 2 came out, they could have made just a Switch 2 they could have made a Switch Lite by itself. They could have had, like, the Switch Lite version, and then they have the actual console version. What they gave us was neither. They just gave you another fucking big ass fucking screen tablet, and that barely performs. I don't know. It just, to me personally, I don't. Where do you see yourself taking this shit anywhere? Like, where do you see yourself taking this? Like, I don't see myself leaving my home to play any games that I can play on PC on this thing. Like, I don't see myself doing that. And then, like, how am I going to play it if I have no internet connection? So I'm supposed to use my mobile hotspot on my phone to play this shit? I'm good. No offense, though. It's for some players out there that want to do that, but I personally feel like some of you niggas just need to disconnect. If you leave home and disconnect. If you're not going to disconnect from gaming, then nigga, don't leave home.
Games that haven't been tested yet will have a performance check not available yet label. As more games are tested, updated, and optimized for handheld, these labels will evolve over time.
This is about giving players a device with no obstacles to fun. So one example is making sure that it's going to work seamlessly with a controller. Are all menus and prompts working as intended? And are those UI elements properly sized for the smaller screen? Another example of an essential compatibility feature is having a gamepad keyboard. If a game passes all these checks, they're considered handheld optimized and will be labeled as such. On the Xbox home screen, you'll find a new handheld optimized channel that will curate these titles for players.
We test on the alley all the time as we're building Roblox. For a player, that means more immersion, better graphics, smoother animation. You get to play games the way they were built.
If you're playing Doom the Dark Ages on the PC or the console, you expect an ultra-responsive, fast action FPS experience.
On your Xbox Ally, Doom the Dark Ages will be every bit as fast and responsive as you'd expect.
One of the awesome things about PC is that there are so many places to get your games.
We think about having this unified game library and how it can bring your entire game collection together.
Any recently downloaded and played games from other PC game stores, from Battle.net, the Epic Game Store, Ubisoft, Steam, GOG, or EA, the Xbox app automatically finds them and will show them in your game library. And right on the Xbox home screen, under Most Recently Played.
My most recently used game should be something that sticks with me everywhere I go, creating a unified user experience.
You're going to see games you've played on Xbox. If it's a PC native game, you're going to be able to play it right there. If it's a console-only game, you're going to be able to stream it from the cloud. If you're down in your basement and you want to stream direct from your console that you've got upstairs, you're going to be able to do it.
I'm able to continue to experience the worlds and characters that I love anywhere that I want to play. This is going to be awesome. Now we literally have a device that could go with you everywhere.
I got one more thing before we do that. I'll be right back. But let me have a little conversation about this ROG Ally shit. So yeah. So yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I don't know who's that intended for. That the ROG Ally. I still don't know who's that supposed to be intended for. I don't know who is supposed to benefit from that. I don't know, man. I just don't know. But what I do say and what I can say, right, is yeah, man, that I don't know who it's supposed to be for me personally. I feel like if you disconnect from it, if you disconnecting from gaming and you leave outside your home, I get it. It's for like convenient for people who are gonna be traveling and all that. I get that, and you can take it wherever you want to go. I feel like you should just disconnect from gaming if you're leaving. If you're leaving your home and you're going somewhere, other than if you're traveling from one place to another, and you know what I'm saying. I feel like you should, even if you're traveling, you should really disconnect from gaming. But if not, and you know that's for you. You know, Nintendo Switch is all those handhelds and everything is for you. Now I do want to see if PlayStation brings back the handheld thing. I wonder if they're gonna go through the same thing as Xbox. Come out with a beefier handheld, something that will compete with the PlayStation, will compete with that ROG Ally. Because I mean, there's rumors that PlayStation Vita 2 is supposed to be coming out. I don't know when, but there's rumors that they're working on it on handheld, and it's probably going to outperform the Switch and is going to compete with the Xbox ROG Ally. Other than that, I got one more trailer for another gameplay walkthrough on a game, and then after that, we're gonna get on the game. I'm gonna play a little bit of Marvel Rivals. I'll be right back. All right. Watch this last trailer.
The Witcher series really did well to capture that sense of exploring a brutal fantasy world as a protagonist who knew how to get their hands dirty. But in the upcoming dark fantasy RPG The Blood of Dawnwalker, a new game from a team of former creatives behind The Witcher 3, it leans further into a morally ambiguous setting as you decide which path its protagonist will take. One that maintains his human form and ideals, or one that embraces newfound powers as a half-vampire. Just ahead of Gamescom 2025, we got an extended walkthrough of The Blood of Dawnwalker from the devs at Rebel Wolves that put a spotlight on the parallel playstyles of human and vampire action RPG gameplay. So far, The Blood of Dawnwalker is putting forth some strong concepts for its take on a dark fantasy RPG that's all about navigating two different worlds in cunning fashion. Part of what makes vampires so compelling as horror characters is that they can be tragic figures.
Oh, there's no gameplay for this?
Round of combat sequences against some foes capable of withstanding Cohen's abilities in both his human and vampire forms. It initially seemed standard fare for an RPG quest, but where Dawnwalker differs is in how the quest can change depending on the time of day and which form you take on to complete it. The leading narrative hook carrying players forward is the month-long time limit, giving Cohen only a limited period to rescue his family. You can largely advance the day at your choosing, and Dawnwalker doesn't necessarily pressure you to make some time-specific choices. That said, your approach to progression will very much influence the course of events in Cohen's journey, especially with which side of Cohen is taking the lead. Time is essentially a resource that you can spend with each passing quest and activity, and depending on what you do and when you do it. The developers gave us a run of the preview's main quest from two different sides, as both Cohen's human and vampire forms. When playing as the latter, Dawnwalker shifts to a stealth action playstyle, where the protagonist must avoid detection from guards and civilians. Cohen's vampire abilities are also unleashed in this state, allowing players to walk on walls, teleport, and use blood abilities and vampiric claws to cut down foes. And yes, you'll also be able to drain the blood from humans, foe and non-combative alike, for stealth takedowns or outright executions. I was impressed by how much the action and pacing looked like a mix between The Witcher's grand scope and the immersive sim element of Dishonored when seeing Cohen in his vampire form. You can truly leap across rooftops and get the jump on some foes, which was very satisfying to see.
Better be quiet.
However, it shows how players will have to grapple with some moral choices, as Cohen, who needs to feed to maintain his vampire abilities during the night, must do. While you can feed on animals to offer some temporary relief, the larger payout comes from human targets. The vampire form looks to present a more direct and action-heavy approach to engaging with the quests. However, Cohen's human form presents an interesting contrast by focusing more on investigation and tactical methods. Because Cohen can blend in with others in his human form, there are far more opportunities to engage with the different characters and uncover pathways for success without the need for bloodshed.
Perhaps the crypt was built over or sealed away?
It was also fascinating to see how the characters react to knowing the vampires are now in control of the region and that life is, understandably, far worse off. When things pop off, combat shows the stark differences in Dawnwalker's playstyles. I adopted the tactical action approach, which feels like a blend of The Witcher 3's versatile swords and sorcery combat flow, combined with the calculated nature of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2's swordplay. It presents an opportunity for players to feel powerful, where they have to exploit vulnerabilities. In his human form, Cohen relies on his swordplay, along with gadgets and hex spells, to overcome some enemies. Similar to the Outer Worlds, you can pull up a tactical menu to target an enemy to execute attacks that can stun foes or deliver killing blows. Combat gets a bit more hectic when in Cohen's vampire form, which sees him unleash his supernatural blood-based abilities. In addition to his sword, Cohen's massive claws can tear into enemy defenses, and he can pull off combat finishers where he can lay into foes. However, Dawnwalker still presents some challenges with elite foes, such as the human blood guards who have armor and weapons to stand up to Cohen's vampiric abilities, along with some more dangerous monsters and the rival vampires that can overpower the protagonist if you're not careful. An interesting detail that the developers highlighted during the presentation was that players could make a beeline to the primary goal of the game early on. Think of how players might try to defeat Ganon in the opening hours of The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. However, the team stated that it'll be a challenge to pull off. as the core game is all about powering up Cohen with new gear and abilities. Still, I'll be curious to see if it's possible for players to clear the campaign early on in Cohen's journey. I wish we had more of an opportunity to see what the larger world would be like, but so far, The Blood of Dawnwalker captures that feeling of navigating two different worlds as a half-vampire, which is a very compelling premise for a role-playing game. Compared to The Witcher 3 or developer Dontnod's Vampire, The Blood of Dawnwalker captures that open-ended freeform nature of classic role-playing games like Gothic 1 and 2, which is exciting to see. Hopefully the full game will be able to deliver on the concept of a vampire RPG with some world-changing stakes. For more on IGN's coverage of Gamescom 2025, check out our recent previews of Ninja Gaiden 4 and Marvel Cosmic Invasion.
So this game looks dope. I'm not gonna lie. It looks real dope. Looks real good. I look forward to playing it when it drops. You know, the Witcher stuff is always a big deal for me. So let me remove a couple of things before we start playing this game. Now, excuse me. Yeah, like I said, Gamescom was really good. Oh, I do got one thing to look at, so I might share that right quick before. All right, I got one more thing, and then we gonna get the fuck up out of here. I'll save it.
I'm looking for someone. Common story around here. Someone you care about or someone you hate?
Ooh, my fault. My fault. Let's restart it all over. Boop, 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 boop. My bad.
I'm looking for someone. Common story around here. Someone you care about or someone you hate?
Oh, what a great question. What say you, Miss McClane?
Why would my dad go to Las Vegas?
You want to know why the world ended?
So, for those who haven't seen season 1 of Fallout, I encourage you to watch that season. That show was amazing. And it was good as hell. She was pissing me off though. Cause she was dumb as shit, that show. But it was a great show. It was a good show. It was a great fucking show. It was a great adaptation for the video game. I hope they don't do like what they did with The Boys and start doing the weekly shows and releasing it one by one. I don't want to do that. Drop all that shit one. Let me binge watch it day one, and I can move on. Go back to Netflix what it used to be. You know, do the Netflix shit. The Netflix was amazing. Netflix still amazing. I'm not gonna lie. When they got shows, when you get a show, they drop all that shit now. Man, it's good as hell.
It started here.
I ain't got to worry about it. I can just binge watch this shit in like 2 to 3 days, and I'm done. I ain't got to be waiting week after week after week after week after week after week after week. Learn something, Disney Plus. I don't want to watch weekly shows. Drop them shits all at once. Sheesh.
With one man.
It's all over, but the cry.
Cooper Howard, star of the silver screen.
Like yourself, I am the very best at what I do.
But
And what I do is I know everything. I know there's a war coming. The bombs will only be the beginning. My concern is that you would do just about anything to save your family. I think you are actually quite a violent man. You just don't want to kill me yet.
Let's get lucky, shall we?
Looks good, man. Looks good.
I defer to you about what to do in this situation.
Oh, December is gonna be a great year. It's gonna be great. I can't wait. Can't wait. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. All right. It's time to play some Marvel Rivals. I told you this would have happened if I had a stream yesterday. So we would have been like literally sitting here trying to play, not play, but like literally sitting here watching trailers. Cause I didn't be honest with you, I didn't want to stream Gamescom, bro. That did look a little boring. If I had, my homies with me, he was watching it with me. It'd been a little jokey joke, jokey joke. Would have been shitting on people. But I was like, I ain't trying to play that shit. I ain't trying to watch that shit. That shit it just ain't. And it wasn't hitting, man. It wasn't hitting. So we are gonna play some Marvel Rivals. Get this out the way. Play a little bit. I'm only gonna play like a handful. So I that's what I'm about to do. So I'm about to change this now. Let me go ahead and change it to Marvel Rivals, and then we're done. Close this now. We should turn this on. Yeah. You go get the thing. So it's like, yeah. I'm gonna play because they got a new game mode. I'm gonna play the new game mode. I'm gonna play like 2, maybe 3 games at a game mode, and then after that, I'm probably gonna get off. And the light has emerged. So yeah, I'm probably gonna get off once it happens. So I gotta go back here, and then I gotta switch it and do that. All right, should be good to go. All right. Ah, with the light. My hammer. Feeling glad I got sunshine. So, like I said, I'm gonna play like 3 games. This is the mode that came out. I was playing it earlier. I played it like last week. It's actually pretty fun. I hope it's a permanent mode and it actually stays. But it's actually pretty fun mode. Not gonna lie. What the hell? Yeah, I'm cool. I ain't doing that. Let's see what we got. Double KO, critical hit, kill 75 enemies. I gotta play as Vanguard and Strategist. Whatever. I can't play as nothing else, huh? Alright. I guess we'll could play as Vanguard and Strategist. What else we got going on? So I got a cap. At this event, one, and then that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. If I have the money, I'll buy it. But all in all, I don't really care for none of these skins, to be honest with you, because I don't really care for none of these skins. I wanted that Hella skin. I'm not really a huge fan of. If they had to put that the cloak and dagger and the what's the name skin in there, I probably would have got them. Or any of these skins in there, I probably would have got them, but they didn't put that in there. So, all right, let's see. I like the fact how this game mode doesn't lock you out like the other game modes did. It was like some old game modes that used to do that. They used to lock you out. Ooh, 99? Not the 99. I'm not even gonna get our ass kicked. The 99s? Alright, it says I gotta play, yeah, I'm gonna play Cat. So it says I gotta play Vanguard. So, play Cat. I've been fucking niggas up with the Blade, though. The Blade, he was cooking. Blade was cooking. Yeah. Let me see. Cap. I don't want to do Penny. I don't want to do Thor. I can move around with Cap a little bit more. I want to use Emma Frost, but let me use Cap.
If we don't stand up for
which one are we going
right,
to?
Who will?
B.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Doreen, I've been meaning to ask, how's Cyril?
Oh, tail deep in nuts. I don't let him do courier work anymore. How's Trudy?
She's coming along. We'll have the space-time continuum patched up before you know it.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready to capture the available area and extract some goodies? Let's go! I don't think I could handle the pressure of Dark Force.
Here's the bad part about playing Cat. I gotta like literally like deal with like ooh. Last kick. It's healed. Yep, everybody knows. Alright, that makes a lot of sense. I was like, where's your teammates? Dead! They're fucking dead.
I was worried.
Ooh. This is aching. Well, look like I'm gonna have to get one gameplay because it's starting to lag. Yeah, it's starting to lag. So,
Heads up. The other team is ready to rumble. Looks like all resources.
You get a web, and you get a web, and you get a web!
My armor's got a lock on the
Don't you run? Oh, see, I hate when niggas do that.
You've got competition. Clear the enemies to extract more
no.
resources. Looks like resources are running low. Get ready to find another available area.
I could go for a pick-me-up.
Uh-oh. The other team is extracting those resources.
Right.
Hold on. We should probably head to the next available area. Uh-oh. The other team is extracting those resources.
I don't have it. I don't know if it was like there.
Time for my biggest hit.
Supernova! You get a web, and you get a web, and you get a web!
Oh, there goes on. Hardest for kills.
You're loading up on resources. You've got competition. Clear the enemies to extract more resources.
I feel like that squirrel girl's ass. She's not doing nothing. Needs you to go somewhere. Eat something.
Novice place up,
Cake
folks.
or something.
Good news. You've stockpiled half the resources you need to win. You've got competition. Clear the enemies to extract more resources. Resources are nearly tapped out here, too. Sorry.
Enemies on approach.
They're gonna go to A. That's where.
A nice deep freeze.
Once I get you
Get Sparky out of the sky.
Great job. You're
Get Flame Boy out of the sky.
Oh, you've almost clinched the win.
You will
Supernova!
They all hit their alts. Yeah. Hello, team coordination. Alt, everybody! Stop holding your fucking alts, please.
All they did was make me angrier. All they did was make me angrier.
Here goes the losing.
I'm back, and now there's hellfire to
Oh,
pay.
I gotta stay on the finger. Because it counts. Fall back. Nigga, get on the spot.
Great job! You're loading up on resources.
Must be falling back.
This feels empty, yet somehow dangerous.
Rumble speed enhanced.
Our enemies are near.
Attack this enemy.
I need people. I swear. I swear.
Double KO. Not good. They're getting closer to victory. You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Whatever. We lost. Bad teammates. Bad teammates. Bad teammates. That fucking Hulk. He wasn't tough. Problem is, he had a team. That's all it was. It was just had a team. Over had a better team than I did. Yeah. None of these were on it. I played Vanguard 7 times. That's annoying.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
Alright. Get 2 more games in.
Who needs 4 when you've got one like me?
Freedom's an idea that will never die. I fight for more than a flag. I fight for an idea. One bigger than all of us.
attack. Get ready.
How could cosmic misery parasites have evolved in a
teammates.
lush, tranquil setting like this?
If you want under our protection, anything here would laugh while they kill you, spider meat.
You working for the Clintar Board of Tourism now? You're a natural.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready to capture the available area and extract some goodies? Let's go!
Not really. I feel like we're gonna lose. So. You know, hey, can't say that.
Dance. That's the boost I need.
Behind you.
All right. Don't rush in.
Uh-oh! The other team is extracting those resources.
I'll be ship-shape in no time. I'll bet this is moving.
Heads up! The other team is ready to rumble.
No more magic, Moon Knight. Stand down. I'll be ship-shape in no time.
You get a web, and you get a web, and you get a web.
You can always count on me. That's the monkey on it.
Great job! You're loading up on resources.
A testament to Hela's cruelty. But justice
Looks like
will...
resources are running low. Get ready to find another available area.
The moon!
Competition. Clear the enemies to extract more resources.
I'll be ship-shape in no time. Let's dance! You're never alone. Hostile forces incoming.
Yeah! Your team is ready to rumble, baby! Gives me a strange feeling.
These come in real heavy.
Hold on. You should probably head to the next available area. Uh-oh! The other team is extracting those resources. My hex needs more time.
Extermination!
Yep. Well, when you play Cap, you try to take out the healers. Fortunately, there's supposed to be other teammates that try to make sure the tanks
Don't let them get more resources.
are pretty much, you know. Let's see, 4 and 3, 6 and 1, 6 and 3, 6 and 3, 5 and 2. And it's one healer. versus 2 healers, which is not really a healer, and then a Moon Knight.
There's something about this place.
Oh, somebody switched to healer, realized they needed a healer, but you went and picked that idiot. Bro, just go.
That's the boost I needed.
Object of greatest power.
Resources are nearly tapped out here, too. Sorry.
You think I'm too old?
You know what's so crazy? When I need a Wanda, there's like nowhere around.
You get a weapon. You get a weapon.
Right.
The other team is extracting those resources. Fantastic! The rumble phase is about to begin.
I never stay down.
Our foes draw near.
That's the boost I needed. Just here to do my duty. All right, don't rush in.
Great job! You're loading up on resources.
I'll bet this is Moon Knight's doing. All right, don't rush in.
That is not Cap the problem, it's the teammates. Nobody wants to switch.
That's the boost I needed.
Not good. They're getting closer to victory.
Yeah, it's the team.
You think I'm too old for this?
Already capping? What?
I'm opening a portal.
Oh, it's the storm. That's
Rumble speed enhanced.
Render me assistance.
Live to fight another day.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
I detest this shit.
resources. Rumble speed enhanced.
And I get there and I get ganged up.
Us against the world. The moon. Back in the fight.
The other team is extracting.
Oh, it's fucking
Your battle's over.
Double KO. You like thick.
You think I'm too old for this? Take this!
Hold the fuck up, man. Give up. Thank you.
We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
No. Give the fuck up. Stop fucking trying. Thank you. Fucking finally, bro. They just kept trying, bro. Stop. Y'all fucking are out of coordinated. Y'all not coordinated. Stop fucking trying. Every time I get there, bro, I get fucking jumped. This shit's annoying. Like, I'm getting jumped and no one's doing anything, so I'm dying a lot. Man, stop fucking trying, bro. Motherfuckers clearly don't know how to play, so just stop fucking trying to try. Oh, this is great. They gave me the butt.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
The higher the pressure, the more dazzling the diamond.
No. Ugh.
I proudly wear the X, even when it clashes with my own symbol.
Oh.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready. The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready to capture the available area and extract some goodies? Let's go!
So there are two dudes, huh? Sounds like overpopulation.
Step aside. Here they come. I'll try. Go for a pick-me-up.
resources are running low. Get ready to find another available area. You've got competition. Clear the enemies to extract more resources.
Tremble before fire!
Mental domination. Hell unleashed! Uh-oh. The other team is
Never surrenders.
Great job! You're loading up on resources! You've got competition! Clear the enemies to extract more resources! Uh-oh! The other team is extracting those resources!
If the Phoenix can fall, what hope do we have?
Those guys are about to shoot at us.
Some rejuvenation.
Heads up! The other team is ready to rumble! All gone! You should probably head to the next available area. Great job! You're loading up on resources!
This deserves your attention. I found one of them.
Good news! You've stockpiled half the resources you need to win!
As cold-hearted as your name suggests, Rest.
Fear Magneto!
Double KO! You've got competition! Clear the enemies to extract more resources!
Your powers are matched! Domination!
Resources are nearly tapped out here, too. Sorry. You've got competition. Clear the enemies to extract more resources. I am Phoenix! Double KO! Oh! You've almost clinched the win!
Okay.
You're mine! Fantastic! The rumble phase is about to begin! Turning up the heat!
Damn. Hate that motherfucker.
Great job! You're loading up on resources! You'll have to keep fighting until you're a winner!
He should have never got off. Should have died with the team. Oh. There goes 1 against 2. All right.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
The higher the pressure, the more dazzling the diamond. When mutants are in danger, the White Queen answers. Usually.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
One of these days, we're going to have to talk about Thebes.
Not today, though.
No. Today, we're on the same side.
The battle starts in
I got
5,
3 healers.
4, 3, 2, 1. Ready to capture the available area and extract some goodies? Let's go!
I'd rather make music than do anything else. Except be a superhero.
3 healers, man. Yeah, I think it's fine.
Charge! See them? Right there.
Yeah, no high intention. Can beam you up the sky.
The other team is extracting those resources. Heads up. The other team is ready to rumble.
Oh my
You've got competition. Clear the enemies to extract more resources.
Extermination!
Looks like resources are running low. Get ready to find another available area.
Maximum pulse! The moon awesome!
Uh-oh. The other team is extracting those
All
resources.
they did was make me angrier.
Hold on. You should probably head to the next available area. Uh-oh. The other team is extracting those resources. They're halfway to victory. Don't let them get more resources.
I'm back, and now there's hellfire to pay.
That one's holding on to
I put you on ice.
Thank you.
Nice deep freeze.
Great job. You're loading up on resources. Oh yeah! Your team is ready to rumble, baby. You've got competition. You can clear the enemies to extract more resources.
They will pay for this.
Beamers.
Uh-oh. The other team is
Chad,
extracting those
yes.
resources.
Fucking Moon Knight's trash. I haven't seen that dickhead
All
ever
they did was
anywhere.
make me angry.
Resources are nearly tapped out here, too. Sorry.
Let's go to A.
Great job. You're loading up on resources. Fantastic. The rumble phase is about to begin.
Thanks so much.
You can't be rid of me so easily, I'm afraid.
Maximum pulse!
Uh-oh. The other team is extracting those resources. Not good. They're getting closer to victory.
Lead them to Khonshu!
Some rejuvenation would be nice.
Alright. No.
Speed enhanced.
All they did was
You'll have to
make
keep
me
fighting until we have a winner. Well, you can't expect to win them all.
Trash teammates. As always. Trash teammates. As always. Yeah. Trash teammates. As always. Yeah. So I know. I was like, let me cancel this so I can play something different. So I can play I can play with play what's the name?
You'll need
Yeah,
a
I'm getting
top
off of
notch
it. This is my
team to
last
win
one.
this one.
We just gonna walk away with 2-2. And I'll do all these other things because I feel like being a fucking what's it?
Freedom's an idea that will never die.
Defeat enemies, block damage, I play as Vanguard. Take damage. Inflict damage.
I do the absolute best I can every time.
Oh, 30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Two soldiers who would do anything to protect their nations.
Let us hope our goals remain in sync. America and Wakanda clash.
It could very well be the last war we ever fight.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready to capture the available area and extract some goodies? Let's go!
Vamps. Symbiotes are a close second.
Please, we're hurt.
That's the boost I need. Sorry, soldier. We're gonna do what we
Great job! You're loading up on resources!
Hold still. I'm trying to help. Glad to help.
Nice turret you got there, Castle.
Oh yeah! Your team is ready to rumble, baby!
Call of Duty, and I'm about to be very fascinated because I'll know.
Enemy ahead. Prepare to engage. That's the boost I needed.
You've got competition! Clear the enemies to extract more resources! Double KO!
Battlefield medicine.
Judge, jury, executioner!
Ready to find another available area.
Live to fight
Good
another
news!
day.
You've stockpiled half the resources you need to win. All gone. You should probably head to the next available area. Great job! You're loading up on resources.
Fear Magneto!
Some sort of tiny robot.
Here's this fight. I could.
You've got
You think I'm
competition.
too old for
Clear
this?
the enemies to extract more resources.
You belong to me! You were outclassed.
The enemy approaches.
Look behind you.
That's the boost I needed.
You've got competition. Clear the enemies to extract more resources. Double KO.
Streets, Castle. A testament to Hellas cruelty. But justice will always triumph. Coming through!
Oh, you
Let's go. Captain America. All right, I am done with this. We'll probably come back on this later. Oh, I didn't do that. Oh well. Fuck it. I'm probably gonna do another stream tomorrow because I want to go over the Google stuff tomorrow. Appreciate all the follows. I'm getting the fuck up out of here. I done overstayed my welcome, and this PC has overstayed its welcome. It has done enough. It had a lot of usage out of it today with all these videos. So I don't know why I'm doing that. Yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow. We'll play some more Marvel Rivals tomorrow. Go over the Google stuff and whatever else is left available. So I'm up out of here.